And we back, and we back, and we back. Another week, another day, another dollar.
Bro, it feels so long, man. The Wednesday don't feel like the same.
I know. I wish there was some way. I'm gonna figure it out. Some way where we can do more than one night a week. Right now, it's stuck at one night a week. The schedule just won't allow, uh, really allow anything else. But I'm gonna figure it out one way or another where we can do more than one day a week, man. Because yeah, like you said, it's a long Wednesday to Wednesday is a long.
It's a long time and so much shit happened in between. They're like, man, we ain't got shit. We try to cover everything. We're gonna have a 4-5 hour show.
Exactly, man. One of these days, this show gonna be nightly, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Uncle Shay and Ocho, man. Nightcaps. I don't know how they do that shit, but they do it every single night. Monday nightcap, Tuesday nightcap, all that good shit.
Them cats retired.
Yeah, they retired, but they still working. I
Yeah,
mean, just as of late, Shannon ain't got no real job.
yeah, but still though, when you record at 6, 7 in the morning, and then you got maybe what another show in the evening, afternoon, then you can do that nightcap shit.
Yeah, not at your hometown.
Yeah, but you can. I mean,
That's what make it. That's what make it. It don't matter where they at. They hitting that hoe.
exactly.
It don't matter where they at. They hitting it. So that's what I'm saying, man. One day this thing might be nightly, man. But hey, keep rocking with us. We're gonna keep rocking with y'all. I'm trying to do my normal due diligence, but I can't pull nothing up on my phone. Man. There we go, man. That's one thing I want, man. Wi-Fi makes zero sense in my head.
Okay, elaborate.
Because why does it, bro? Literally, my thing is literally right there. Like right there, bro. If I'm sitting in this chair, there's no way I should ever have any type of slow internet, especially when this is running. You see what I'm saying? Things further away from this thing in my house right now are running
And probably
flawlessly.
running better than the shit that's close to it.
It doesn't make any sense to me, bro. It don't make no sense to me. And then you got the Elon Wi-Fi that you can get that just it can blaze down anywhere. Now all of a sudden shit can go everywhere. First I said we couldn't get it way out there, but now Elon got the shit that it can go everywhere.
Oh yeah, bro. Hey, Starlink is the shit.
That's what I'm saying. So make it make sense. Because I know some people who live out in the boonies before the Elon shit, and they had satellite Wi-Fi.
And it was garbage.
Garbaggio couldn't get nothing, no up, no down. Now here you come with satellite Wi-Fi, and this shit can go everywhere.
And it's boys, hey,
Great speed, like you at home.
I'm telling you.
Make it make sense, man. I don't understand the Wi-Fi situation. But we got a lot to get into tonight. You texted me this morning, and I was just like, damn, he called this shit years ago.
I did.
Years ago. You know, we talked about this before on the RTL, man. Would Pete Rose, would his ban ever be lifted from the MLB? You know, would there be a chance that he could earn some of the respect that he really deserved as far as accolades, post career accolades? And I was like, no, I don't think they ever gonna let him. I don't think they ever gonna give him a chance. I don't think they ever gonna lift his ban any of that. And you said it. You said it'll be after he passes away. They'll lift his ban and they'll let him get in. And here we are.
And we here.
And they also lifted Shoeless Joe's ban too.
Who the hell is Shoeless Joe?
Who you don't know Shoeless Joe?
Hell no.
Come on, man. Shoeless Joe, man. They say he used to run out there with no shoes, man, or he played the game with no shoes, some shit like that.
And they banned his ass.
He was gambling too. Yeah, he was gambling too. It wasn't just no, But yeah, they both were banned from gambling, and they both got their back in today. But do you think that this has anything to do with like how like how regular gambling is now? Because obviously when they got banned, gambling was like a taboo thing. You had to have you a bookie somewhere in the back room, to gamble.
Oh, definitely. That and yeah, we'll get into that shit. We'll get into that shit.
Get into it. What we in it? We here. We in it.
Well, you can do the intro.
Oh, we ain't even started the show. Hey man, you ready?
Let's do it.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night. This is season 7, episode 17 of the Reed Talking Listen podcast. I'm your host, Nick Reed, along with my brother and co-host Trey Reed. No killer cam tonight. How you doing tonight, man?
Boy, I'm in pain, boy. Pain, boy. I'm down to one ear.
Hey, one ear. Hey, tough on a brother with one ear.
Boy, it's like you ever seen Rosewood?
Yeah.
Hey, man, it ain't funny, but he said, dig this hole. He said, man, I only got one good arm. He said, I got one good shovel. That's how I feel right now, man. I got one good ear, man.
Oh man, I go through the ear trouble sometimes as well. That's the most tragic thing is to be down to one ear. I mean, I know some people who deaf in one ear. They might have been deaf in one ear their whole life or whatever it might be. But boy, I hope that never happens to me. Because I can only imagine that being deaf in that ear, like completely 100% deaf, not the deaf that some people try to say, oh, I'm deaf in this ear, but they can still hear. But being 100% deaf in one ear has to feel like that 24/7.
No, because if you 100% deaf on ear, that means you get zero. Those fibers in your ear, they ain't none of them working. So ain't nothing getting transmitted. So you hear it's radio silent. It's nothing.
Yeah. What do you think you're hearing what do you think you're hearing whenever your ear is clogged up? 100%.
Yeah, but you hear it's muffled. You hearing like it sounds like when you got a speaker turned on but ain't that music playing, so you hear that.
No, you're hearing nothing. Yeah, white noise.
Yeah, but when it's nothing, it's nothing.
But you're hearing nothing. Like what you're hearing right there is like if you went into the quietest room in the world, you can hear your heartbeat through that shit. You can hear you know what I'm saying, all that shit. If you went into the quietest room in the world, that's what you hear. So that's what you hear on your ear on a daily basis when you can't hear.
I'm guessing. I thought it was like nothing. I thought it was like somebody that's blind, that's 100% blind. They see black, nothing.
But you just don't hear what you just said.
It's black. It's dark.
They see black. That's what you just said.
So I'm talking about no sound. Like that's
what I'm saying. I'm saying that is no sound. I don't know if there's actually no such thing as no sound.
Because if your ear don't work, you're not even picking up it's not even picking up your heartbeat because it's not picking none of that up.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think your ear is actually picking that up. I don't know how to explain what I'm saying. I don't think your ear is actually picking up that sound. I think you can hear, you can internally hear like the little voice in your head that you talk to, or that you talk as your thoughts. That voice, like I think that's like the heartbeat shit you're hearing. Like it's like the inner.
I don't know. I hope
I
I never
had some bad ear clogs before where I was like, man, if this shit stuck like this, I'm gonna go crazy. A little off balance when you walk.
Bruh, I'm telling you.
It's tough out here, man.
I don't even sound right. Like even like TV shows and music I listen to be like, what? It don't sound like that. I got the TV on like 5. And I be
going on both sides. That's it for you, boy. I know. Hey, wait, I know you been hitting
Yep.
this.
It still work.
We good. We good. I ain't messing up too bad. Hey man, that's a tough problem to have. That's a tough problem to have.
But hey, that begs the question: would you rather be born with no hearing at all, or to hear it and lose and then be? Would you rather?
Wait. In both ears?
Would you rather have it and then lose it, or not ever have it at all?
God, give it to me and let me lose it. Hopefully, they're losing it slowly. Give me a few years extra out of shit. Because like you never hearing. I mean, obviously, you don't know what you're missing if you never hearing. But God, that's gotta suck. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, everybody can overcome it. You got the sign language, which is way, worldwide now than it was previously. So it's probably a lot easier for people to, live.
Or now you get AI to talk for you now.
What'd you say?
You can get AI to talk for you now.
I mean, yeah. You can AI talk for you now and shit like that. I'm just saying, never hearing, like, never ever getting that. You never get the, never experiencing something has to be tragic, and knowing that you will never experience. Like, can you think about something right now that you know for a fact that you will never experience, something that you would want to do, obviously, but that you would never experience, no matter what in your life, you would never experience. It's hard to think about, huh?
It's hard. It's hard to think about it.
Yeah, it's hard to find something that you would never experience. Like right now, you can't think of something that no matter what, you
Probably
would
never go to space.
You don't know that you will never go to space? Unless you're like me and don't believe, your own beliefs about the space shit. But you don't know what can happen. You can wake up tomorrow morning, there's 10 black vans outside your house. We need this red archer.
You go to space. Let the first arrow go in space.
I say, hell no.
Yep, yeah, I'm good on it, bro. Too much shit can go wrong for you to go out there and let one arrow out.
I got a list of people that go and get them. But no, you never know what can happen. We can actually go to like one of the movies and there's an asteroid coming, it's about to blow us up, and they're like, hey, by the way, we've been preparing Mars for the last 50 years. Michael Jackson and all them kicking it and shit. We pull up in there.
I'm good on it.
But no, you never, like, there's not too much that you can just sit there and think of, like, man, no matter what, I will never get the chance to do this. But if you're born without something, like you're born without eyes, obviously you're never going to see. There's no chance, 0.00 chance that you will ever have eyesight. Born without hearing, like 100%, no hearing. More than likely, I bet that's probably more like a 95% chance. But you're never gonna hear.
Yeah.
That's gotta be a shitty feeling.
But other than that, shit, everything good.
Hey man, obviously I was ready to jump the gun earlier, man. I was ready to hop right into the show because I'm telling you, when you texted me this morning, I was like, damn, this shit really happening.
Yep.
But Pete Rose, along with Shoeless Joe, gotta throw him in there. Their bans from the MLB are being lifted. So now, if they come up for the Hall of Fame, whatever awards from back in the day, they can get those.
Yeah, they're not eligible.
But you called it. You said this years ago that once Pete Rose passed, that they would lift this ban. I was against it. I was fully against it. But yeah, man, both banned for gambling. Tell me what you think about it and why you thought that they would lift this ban way back then.
Well, the reason I thought they were going to lift it after he passed away is because he was so adamant. He was so adamant about it when he was alive. I need to get in the hall. I gotta get in the hall. I gotta get in the hall. And he was always, appealing. The last thing you want to do If you somebody who feel like you got some power, is to make that person who appeals something and win. Now you got to see them gloat about it. You know what I'm saying? Had they done this while he was alive, guess what's gonna happen? Now he on ESPN talking about it. Now he on ABC talking about it. MSNBC, CNN. He making the media run now, making you like a fool. Oh yeah, they got it wrong. Whatever many years ago, they got it wrong. They wronged me. Da 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 da. And I want an apology from now. Now that he gone, oh, I can. Yeah, we can lift it because now we got to hear his mouth about it. I don't even know if he got kids or not. I don't even know. But that makes it a whole lot easier to make a decision. I can make a decision when ain't nobody here for it.
Yeah.
Because I ain't got to hear about it. And you see, there's no backlash. Everybody's like, yeah, that's fine. Should have been done 2 years ago. Should have been done years ago. Had he been alive, oh, this is bad for baseball. This sends a bad example. This is that. Oh, how we so forget. We forget.
But yeah, so do you think that the gambling is so affluent in the sports world, in baseball and everything like that? Do you know why? I mean, do you think that's why they lifting the ban? Oh no, we even, brother. We even.
Yeah, I think that played maybe a small part in it. Like, man, look, it is legal now. I mean, it's prevalent. It's prominent. It's everywhere. You can do it from your phone. You can, if you live in a state that's where it's illegal statewide, like say like in Arkansas at Oak, well, it's not statewide, but if you in High Springs and you want to bet on the horses, but you ain't trying to go to the track, shit, you can slide to a gas station or a sports bar, like a sports bar, and they got the machine right then and there. You can place a bet right there on the machine.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So it's everywhere, you know what I'm saying? So I think that played a small part in it, but I think the large part is if you really break down the whole Pete Rose situation, I can understand banning him if he was going out there and betting that they was gonna lose and shit.
Yeah.
But if he was going to his bookie saying shit, hey, we're gonna put up 10 tonight, and they went out there and put up 12. Well, shit, that sounds like it's good for baseball to me. He wasn't betting against his team. He wasn't making them lose. He was just saying, shit, hey, we putting up 10 tonight. Because what's the difference between him betting and then getting on TV or getting on TV and saying, hey, tonight we're gonna beat the Red Sox by 10. And then go to beat by 10. He didn't gamble. He didn't place the bet, but what's the difference? Because then fans like me would go out there and shit. Hey man, shit. Pete said they're gonna put up 10 tonight. Shit, I got him for 10. So I just think, yes, gambling being so prominent as it is now, that played a small role. But I think the biggest role is he's not here to gloat about it now. He can't make a media run.
Yeah, I can see the gloat. I can see the golden situation for sure. Like that's just right up most powers that be. That's like right up their alley.
Yeah,
we ain't gonna hear you gloat about it yet, so we're gonna let them get it.
I mean, I think his name Pete Mansford. That's the commissioner for baseball.
Yeah.
All right, so think if you Pete Mansford, right, and you lift the ban while Pete's still alive, and he's on the ballot, and he get in. You got to look this man in the face while inducting him into the Hall of Fame and seeing the grin on his face after you told him you'll never get in, Pete. You'll never get in. As long as I'm commissioner, you'll never get in.
Yeah, I think that played a big role in it too, though. That word "never," and it was public. You know what I'm saying? Public that you will never get in. That type of situation that makes it. You gotta wait till he gone.
Yeah, because think about it. His speech is gonna be about, well, y'all shit. I guess we never gonna be here, huh? And that's how I would pop it off.
I
Well,
guess never came
so,
before we thought.
years,
Let's do like
a
this.
couple years ago, someone said I'd never be here. Look at me now. And you got to sit there and take that shit.
I just think it had to be done, bro. Everything because you can't tell. I've always heard this from all the older guys growing up and everything like that when they're talking about sports. Anybody that you cannot tell the sport, you cannot tell the story of the sport without deserves a spot in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Period. Point blank. Doesn't matter about their championships. It don't matter about their single person accolades or anything like that. Anybody that you cannot tell the sport, you can't tell the story of the sport without using their name or without talking about their little cutout in history, deserves to be in that hall. And anytime you ever heard about baseball growing up, anybody who could hit, you know what I'm saying, just having contact with the baseball, you know what I'm saying. Pete Rose is mentioned. You see Ray Norton saying it right there, Pete top 5. You see what I'm saying? So it's well overdue in mine.
Oh yeah, it's well overdue, and but I mean that goes back to the conversations we've had before about the Hall of Fame voting and All Star voting and all that shit. I mean, you got a whole lot of cats who really they're getting secondhand stories and they weren't even around for any of that shit. And my thing is, if I'm in charge of that shit, like here, yeah, we'll put you in the hall. We're gonna put your whole story in the hall. That shit going in there too. So when someone comes and they see your plaque in the hall, are they gonna get the whole story? Yeah, he was great, but he did this one thing that kind of blemished him in baseball, but it don't take away from the shit that he did. And I'm the type of person, and I could be wrong, and I'm probably in the minority of this shit, but I don't think you should punish the person's work. You got to separate the person from their work. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go out and everything that I was supposed to do on the field, I went out there and did it in some. I'm that guy, but I had some off the field issues. That shit shouldn't affect what I did on the field. Prime example, like OJ Simpson. NFL didn't take him out. He was in the Hall of Fame. The NFL didn't take him out because of his shit.
Yeah, but if he was found guilty, they would have.
I don't think they would have.
You crazy. Of mugged up, you crazy, boy. They getting them gone.
But you got to think about it now. Think about this. Now, just allegations get your shit done. Just allegations.
Yeah, in 2025, just allegations will get you gone. But the OJ shit that happened not in 2025. So we gotta see, let this shit play out. This is OJ. You know what I'm saying? Let this shit play out. Let's see. And then he found innocent. Okay, cool. Shit, shit. He ain't do it. But in 2025, just to how quickly shit get around, we gotta cut ties before this video come out. Because it's a video coming.
Yeah.
If the OJ shit happens in 2025, hell yeah, we cut ties with him because we know the video coming out. We gonna see him hiding the glove under.
But see, here's my thing with all that shit. And this is not just OJ, but just anything. If our legal system is the way it's set up, for it to actually really work, if a crime is committed, a person's being charged, that shit should never be talked about on the news until after the trial.
Oh yeah.
And we're seeing examples of that with what's going on with P. Diddy right now. It was last week when they was picking a jury. They had a hard time getting a jury because we asked, how many of you know about this case? They raised their hand like y'all gone. We can't even have y'all on trial. So now you constantly going through the jury to find 12 people who ain't familiar or heard about this case. Because once you hear about it, you already have judgment. You've already placed judgment. So the media have this whole media run because it brings in views and all this shit. And you're talking about this case, people are making a judgment, and then they go through the legal system. They get they just due, and they found innocent. Well, guess what? Yeah, on paper, and because we hear with OJ, oh yeah, on paper he innocent. I still think he did it. So now I can never go back. My life was never the same.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that too. I'm just saying it depends on what you did to your because sometimes they're just trying to erase you from history because you're a bad person, right?
Yeah,
Obviously, I'm not saying that Pete Rose is a bad person. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that in most cases, whenever it's something criminal, they just cut you out because we're not even gonna talk about you, period. It's not even like it's basically like you didn't even play the sport.
yeah,
Or you
but then
weren't even involved in it.
yeah, but then if it comes out that you innocent, so now I'm a race for some shit I didn't do.
No. I'm not saying that. I said it's dependent on what you do. If you didn't do it, you become innocent. That's something totally different. Is your life gonna be the same after? No, but I can't save you on that one, brother. Shouldn't have been in that situation. I don't know what to tell you. But what I'm saying is, depending on what you did, if you're found guilty of, which Pete Rose is guilty of gambling, there is no if ands buts about it. But I'm not saying that Pete Rose should be exiled or whatever you want to call it. I'm just saying, depending on what you do, if you're found guilty, we just gonna cut you. We just gonna cut the whole shit out. We're not gonna separate who you were from what you did for the game and none of that shit. We just gonna cut. You didn't exist in this shit because of what you did. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I don't know.
Like that boy Ray. That boy Ray Rice. All them totes you had, all them yards, them shits erased, son.
Gone.
We just gonna erase you. We don't even mention your name in this league.
But the messed thing about it is there was never a trial. It never went to trial. He's still married to that chick today. All that shit.
My bad.
You
But
know what I'm
no,
saying? Like he lost everything for I do believe the video never came out.
that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. The video, it don't matter if she came back. The fact that she came back don't mean you didn't bludgeon her ass. You know what I mean?
Oh, I get it.
So we just gonna erase you. We're not gonna say, well, shit, he's a slugger in the elevator. But man, look how he ran that damn football. Like they're not gonna do that. Nobody's doing that.
Yeah, I'm just separate the person from the work. I've always
I'm
believed.
saying you do separate the person from the work. Like you can be an asshole outside of your sport, and as long as you good, okay, cool, I like you because I don't care about you being an asshole outside of your sport. But you go on a damn Ray and Clyde spree, you know what I'm saying? And you get caught, we can't just sit here and act like you know what I'm saying. We can't keep your story around.
We can.
No, we can't.
Why not?
Because we have to erase you. You don't get any further accolades in life. You don't get any further. You don't get any further. You basically turned in your life card because what the shit you did was so outlandish. Like I'm not saying you get a speeding ticket. Oh, erase this man from history. No, I'm not saying that. Hell, I'm not even saying you get a DUI. Erase this man from history. I'm saying if you do some outlandish shit, some P. Diddy shit, you do some P. Diddy style shit, because you see what's coming out now in the case. You do some grotesque shit like that, but we gotta erase you from here, fam.
Or you can just talk about what they like. They don't talk about them off the field. Oh yeah, this guy was this, and this. You can talk about somebody and not. Prime example: Roman Polanski. People still talk about Roman Polanski.
Man, that shit only gonna work is if it's like you got two different names, like rappers and shit.
Roman Polanski is his name.
I know. I'm just saying that's one person. We gotta erase you, dog. It's always been like that in the sports world. If you do something heinous, there's something out there like that, we gotta get you gone. You don't even exist over here no more.
Yeah. You're out of there.
You gone, brother. But no, I mess with Pete. I'm glad he, and I unfortunately it's too late because I think now it's kind of like, what's the point? The Hall of Fame shit is cool only because motherfuckers get to say, "Hey, I'm in the Hall of Fame."
Yep.
Like,
No, hey, bro, I've been an advocate for it, bro. Once, and it should be put in. I mean, I guess it's easy for me to say because I'm not in that position. But if it wants to do pass away, hey man, he can only be on the ballot. We miss our window.
that's what I'm saying.
We miss our window because there's no point to doing it. At this, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Because
Somebody can't enjoy being in the Hall of Fame. What's the point of them being in there?
20, 30, 45 years from now, a young kid come up, he not gonna know who you are, regardless if you're in the hall or not. Because let's be real, how many people actually go visit the hall?
Yeah, there's plenty of cats in the Hall of Fame in all sports that you don't really know who they are.
No, they're in it. Like, dude, this year, watch during the NFL.
Especially now when they do the honorary shit.
Yeah, watch the NFL Hall of Fame. There's gonna be one or two cats. It'll be an old lineman who played for the Browns in 1952. He was hell. He get a Hall of Fame, and they call his name out, and no one knows who the hell he is. They clap because of the where they at. They at the Hall of Fame inductee ceremony, so they clap. But if you go look through the audience, you see, man, who the hell is that? What do he do? His great grandson is accepting the award.
Yeah, I do think it's like an age out. I think you should kind of age out of being able to get in. Like the honorary shit, come on, bro. I just don't see a point in giving the Hall of Fame to somebody who can't accept it.
Yep. And
And
then
no matter what the family say and all that shit, that shit will never mean to y'all what it would have meant to the. Yeah, like come on, bro. What you think this something because he missed a few Thanksgiving dinners?
they all be, oh, I know he's looking down now, smiling, happy. No, he probably mad as fuck. Oh, hell no. Y'all done waited till a year after I'm gone?
Yeah, y'all can wait so long. Oh, what the kind of shit is it?
But you know what's gonna happen. You know what they're gonna start doing?
What?
Bringing these cats back through AI, having them accept.
Oh, to accept that shit? I tell them motherfuckers. If they was my family, bro, I tell them piss off.
And to accept the award, Pete Rose, and they got this AI imaging.
Come out there waving and shit. Man, get out of here.
No, ain't the same.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand that part. I don't understand the after they gone part. That's why I just thought he would never get in.
And he won't get in. I mean, he'll get it. Let's say that they didn't do it not to let him in.
Exactly.
They did it because they're going to let him in.
Yeah.
But it don't mean nothing because he's not here to accept it.
They had to lift it because they know they're gonna let him in. You can't let him in unless you lift it.
Yep. And that's how it is. Like for the guys that they get it, posthumous. Is it posthumous or posthumous? Posthumous.
Don't get me right. Don't get me right.
Yeah. Anyways, the guys that get it pass away, hey, more power to you. More power to the family. But I can tell you now, it ain't the same, man. It ain't.
I think it's just some bullshit. I think it's bullshit. I think it's a cop out. I think you can wait. Because if he's good enough to get in now, then there's other years.
He should have got in.
Come on now.
oh well, because I don't like this whole. Oh, we got only like 5 or 6 people in at a time. No, man. Shit. If you, bro, if you first ballot, you should be getting in, man. Just because if what makes me better, like I stopped playing in 1995.
Right.
You let me in 2015. So how did I get better since I ain't played in that many years? So what changed? Just the
It's
people,
the vote. It's
the
the
people,
voting system.
the people I was up against. It's the
It's the
only thing.
voting system, bro. It's the voting system. That's all there is to it. It's the same shit we talk about with all these other awards. The motherfuckers voting on this shit. They hold too much power, damn near. There's no way, like you just said, there's no way somebody who finished playing in 1995 all of a sudden now qualifies for the Hall of Fame in 2015. It don't make sense. The players only get better. So the further it gets away from my retirement, the worse I measure up.
Yep.
And then on top of that, y'all still pulling in cash from in front of me.
Yep. You still pulling cats in from Super Bowl one.
And that's where I'm like, come on now. What's the criteria? What are we doing? And that's another thing too. Hey, that's one thing I can say. The type of person you were shouldn't get you in the hall. The type of person you were should not get you in there. Because some of them old ass cats, they be letting them in because they was good humans.
Yep. Oh, I mean, he get the shirt off his back.
Ain't blocked the soul, especially coming off the brand. Hey, speaking of the Browns, though, man, all eyes on the Browns for mini camps this season. Obviously, everybody knew this would be a big thing. This would be a big hit. All sports reporters wanted to cover this. Pretty much all of them did cover this. It's all you saw on Instagram, the NFL page. All that stuff was Browns mini camp. What's going on in Cleveland? You know, you had Judkins in the backfield where everybody wanted to see, what he would look like. Wearing brown now instead of the crimson from the Ohio State. Everybody wanted to see what Dylan Gabriel would do, how he would measure up versus a Shador Sanders. Um, and I think we got exactly what we wanted. The media covered it heavily. We got to see their plays every day, at least a little bit of the team sessions. So tell me what you saw, man, and what you thought from the mini camp.
I mean, I saw exactly what I thought would happen. Shador went out there, performed. You know what I'm saying? Making the passes that he makes. You know the reason, all that. And when it came to Shador, I saw a lot of people just nitpicking on stuff that don't make sense. Like, oh, see, I think the coach talking to him too much. He ain't ready. Oh, the coach doing that. The coach trying to explain to him this, that, and the third. No, if you've ever been in any football program, I don't care, high school, college, NFL, whatever. The quarterback coach is always talking to the quarterback no matter what. Offensive coordinator is always talking to the quarterback no matter what. Your starting quarterback is getting talked to. Hey, man, look, you got to go out here and do this. This is the step. These are steps you want to make. I know you did it like this, but we want to see it like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, that guy, I know you ain't never seen this before, especially when you go from high school to college. Hey, you're not used to guys coming off the edge like this. May want to step up in that pocket. That don't mean he's not ready. That's the coach doing what the coach supposed to do. Coach.
I ain't seen nobody saying that shit. I'm glad I didn't either because I would have blew a gasket. Yeah, of course the coach is talking to him with practice footage. I mean, I wouldn't even handle that type of shit. But to me, I just saw, like you said, Shador doing what Shador does. one of the main things that was ever said about him before anything was he makes pro level throws, and this was coming out of Trinity in high school. Uh, he makes the throws that need to be made. He puts the ball where only his receiver can get it. All this type of shit. That carried on to Jackson State. That carried on to Colorado. That carried on through all the videos we saw him working out, through pro day, through all that good shit. And I don't know why anybody thought it would change because he put on a fucking orange practice uniform.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then right here, this is where I would say a QB like Shador, you better not if you're gonna test me against other QBs, you better put me in the worst situation you possibly can as far as like against whenever we get out there in camp, you better have fucking Myles Garrett and all them boys coming at me full blood, full smoke. And then have them other QBs going against the backup.
Yep.
If you want me to look some type of way. But if I'm gonna be able to stand back here and deliver the ball, I'm gonna deliver the ball.
I'm gonna do it. And you saw it, play after play after play. You know what I'm saying? You saw it from I'm not saying Dylan Gabriel didn't have a good mini camp either.
Yeah, no, he did.
He threw some picks, but it is what it is. But I will also say this, and it goes for anybody. I don't care how good you are, how bad you are. In shorts and t-shirt, everybody look good.
Yeah.
Everybody look good in shorts and t-shirt. That's how a lot of cats make their bones in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they get cut and they got to go to another team or they get traded or whatever, and they got to go train, they train well. They run routes on air well. They run drills very well. It's the game situation that is what we got a problem with.
Exactly. So that's why I was saying like a QB like
Technical.
Shador was like technically sound and shit.
Yep.
This is a walk in the park. Oh yeah, ain't nobody coming at me. I can set my feet. I can roll out this way on my time. Come on, bro.
Yep.
And so I think we saw exactly what we wanted to see and what we knew, or what most people knew, what would happen.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think one of the biggest highlights that came out of the Browns mini camp was, Mason Graham, their number one draft pick. He was their first draft pick. He looked out of shape at mini camp. He's throwing up and shit, and it's like, oh well, he ate too much. All right, well, you can say that, but he out here puking and taking reps off and shit. Like, you can't be doing that shit as a rookie. You're the first pick. We spent our first pick on you. You got to come out here and you got to show your ass.
Yeah, I mean, technically you don't. Technically you don't, because you really locked in. The money's spent. You know what I'm saying? And look, is it just me, or did it seem like that shit went super quick this year?
What did?
Like drafted, and then they was in their spots.
Oh yeah, that shit. Because normally it's like they get drafted, and it'd be like months away before they even get to start doing shit. It was like cats was getting drafted, and hell, the next day they was in locker room and all kind of shit.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know what Mason Graham, where he thought he was gonna get drafted. I don't know where he thought he was gonna get drafted or anything like that, or if he, if he thought, I don't know what he thought, but he didn't look. Saying, I ain't trying to pass judgment, but he didn't. I stay in the comment sections all the time, and I'm not the only person that thought, man, he don't really look like he's ready to go.
Nope.
Even when he showed up to the facility for the first time, my boy looked like he was a little lost. You know what I'm saying? Like he might still be in shock.
Maybe.
So, but that's the thing. When you a first round draft pick, when you drafted that high, you got a few years to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
We'd have dropped a few M's in your bank account. Somebody somewhere to vouch for your ass.
Yep.
So you got a little bit of more. You got a little bit of time to.
I mean, even like with Shiloh. Tell me when in history did a non-drafted free agent get as much cover as Shallow's getting right now? Hell, Shallow has already signed a 2-year deal. He signed his contract before some first rounders signed.
Yeah, bro. I was saying this about Shiloh the whole entire time. Obviously, after the injury last year or whatever, he didn't come back. He wasn't looking the same. But obviously, he fully recovered. Obviously, and moving around like the old Shiloh. But they put the stats up. I know everybody got mad about the shit, but they put the stats up. Him next to all the corners that's already. I mean, the safety that's already in the league. What they did in college versus what he did in college. His shit was better. Nobody wanted to accept that. All because he Deion Sanders' son. Nobody seems to remember that this cat was an SEC safety, or he wasn't even an SEC safety. He was an SEC corner coming out of high school.
Yep.
All right, so I don't know why all of a sudden people want to say, "Oh, yeah, he's not good." He's only riding Shador's coattail and blase, and all that type of shit. He's been the same player. It's a reason why he's been the same player everywhere he's been.
Yep.
Headache gang CEO, hard hitting safety, cover safety, all that type of shit. Nose for the ball, all the shit you want to see in a fucking guy in the secondary. But because he's Shiloh Sanders, he's not as fast as everybody. He's not as man. Shut up.
Yep. Bro,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous, man. And then like it kind of sucks because the media frenzy, like if you part of this draft class and you got picked in the first round and you at your mini camp doing a whole lot of shit, like you're not really getting that much coverage. Like Cam Ward ain't get that much coverage.
No. I already told you about that though.
The biggest story that came out about Cam Ward is that one of his receivers at Miami, he advocated got that cat signed.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, but when I went into all my meetings, that's what I was telling. Hey, if y'all draft me, y'all gotta draft this cat too. If that's what they talking about during your mini camp, there was something else wasn't showing up. I ain't saying he ain't good, but they don't have you there because of your play. It's
Bro, the media not dumb. Everything is about views. Everything is about views. First of all, the media is not dumb by any means. So the media gonna follow the people's choice. Y'all can do whatever little shabuzi, little bamboozling y'all want to do on the back end and put this cat this way, let's make this cat slide down here and all this type of shit. We're gonna show him. The media gonna run with the people's choice. Hell, even the NFL media crew wasn't dumb. During that draft, you see who they was showing.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what we're gonna show. Yeah, where Jimmy Horn Jr. at? All these cats in Colorado. Where in the hell are they at? Get them in front of the camera now.
Yep. That's it. I mean, that's how it is.
So the people's choice was obviously Shador. Shiloh's got a huge following on his own. Obviously, everybody got all eyes on Travis. We want to see what he's gonna do. We're gonna get to him in a second. LeJontay. Everybody just the media knows that everybody wants to see what these Colorado cats gonna do in the league.
Yep. They are. And that's just because of the culture that they built at Colorado. And if you have one of them cats in your franchise, you want to bring that shit to you because that's money in the seats.
Exactly.
That's money in the bank.
The Colorado cats have completely taken over and stolen the spotlight in this draft class, drafted and undrafted.
Yep.
Period. And I think that's what the NFL was. That's what they really were trying to prevent. But you can't. You can't stop the shit.
And that just goes back to like corporations don't listen to the people. And you in the NFL, yes, it's a sports league, but at the end of the day, it's a corporation. They about making that bread. Listen to the people that pay to come to y'all games, that pay to watch y'all's broadcast and all that. You know who they want to see. That's straight up. And I think the NFL, just like the college game right now, they're having a hard time adjusting to guys coming in already stars. They're used to guys coming in like, yeah, you were popular in college. Now you in the league. Now you got to rebuild your brand with wherever you are.
Yeah.
Now when and it hadn't been and in Colorado is it hadn't Colorado didn't start this. They just perfected it. But I would say since the birth of social media, guys now are building a brand. NIL just allowed them to get paid from it now and boost it. So now companies are really throwing shit out there. But these guys are coming in already celebrities. They're already stars. And NFL's like, well, shit, we used to pick our stars. We used to pick who was going to be, the face of the shield coming into the league. Now these people are coming to the league and they're already a face.
Yeah.
And they're having a hard time adjusting to it.
And I also just think that the league is willing. We've seen it before though. The league is willing to lose viewers. The league is willing to lose whatever to stand on what they stand on.
Yeah.
So that's another thing too. So I don't think it's so much for us to not listening to the fans. I think it's more just the hey, yeah, we hear y'all, but we gotta show this. We gotta show this little punk he ain't running that.
Yep. And I think the story that's really not getting a lot of coverage because I think the NFL is blocking it is old buddy that got drafted to oh man, he had the green tuxedo on.
Oh, to the Bills. Or is it the Bills?
I think so.
I think to the Bills. Talking about the DN or to the Giants?
To the Bengals. The guy went to the Bengals. Stewart.
I'm sorry, my all the wrong team.
Shamar Stewart.
Yeah.
I'm holding out because I don't feel like I got the best deal.
Yeah, I didn't get the right. I don't feel like the money. Yeah, the money wasn't right.
Y'all drafted me in the number one. Y'all drafted me, in the what spot? He was what? I'm y'all's number one rookie. Y'all drafted me first. 17 overall. But I don't feel like I got the best deal.
Yeah, I didn't get 17 overall red.
So yeah, so I'm holding out.
Which makes you wonder, don't it? What if he wasn't the only one that didn't get his spot, his right money, because he wasn't supposed to be in that spot?
Yeah.
Whole draft board fucked up.
What up, Hoop?
What it do? What it do? Yeah, hey, whole draft board messed up.
So like, I really think that the NFL needs to get rid of this whole rookie contract, like preset rookie contract based on when you get drafted. Get rid of that. Let me go negotiate what I get paid. But I know Jamarcus Russell messed that up for everybody. He's like, we can't do all that.
Yeah, because I can catch you in desperation. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
I can catch you in desperation. But had they took that way, the Browns might have had to move cities already instead of 10.
Yep. So it's like, man, I don't know. But also, these cats coming in with money. They're coming in with bread. So they not
taking. Don't look at my pocket.
But there's the thing. They not just taking any old deal now. Look, man.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, don't look at my pocket and see what I already got.
I've in my 4 years of playing football, I just didn't learn I didn't just learn, how to play on the field. I learned how this back office shit run too.
Yeah.
So you can't just based on where you drafted me, let me know you need me. You need me. So let's talk turkey. I ain't taking no preset deal based on where I got drafted because I got drafted at 17. That's because you needed me. You drafted me first.
Yeah.
So obviously I'm a need for you. So pay me like you need me.
Exactly too. That's what I'm saying. I think another thing too about the NIL. Don't come in this bitch looking in my pocket.
Yeah.
Don't come in here. Oh yeah, we can get you in and pay. And talking to the rest of the coaches, yeah, we can get him in here and pay him this because he's already making $4 million in the last 3 years at Nebraska. Hell no, pay me like that. Hey, hell no, change my life.
Yeah. Changed my life.
Pay me what at 17, brother.
And
First round, 17
I
pick.
think
Take me.
he want more guaranteed money. And I
Yeah,
think that's where the NFL is gonna have to start. Hey, y'all gonna have to the guaranteed money is where it's at because now I can sign a 4-year deal with you. 4-year deal, $40 million, $20 million signing bonus, and say 30 of that guaranteed.
yeah.
That's a pretty good deal, but I'm not saying everybody ain't getting that kind of guaranteed money. They might get like 10 mil guaranteed. But I don't feel like that's enough guaranteed money for me to go out there and do what I'm doing because y'all can cut me at any given time y'all want to. Y'all ain't obligated, but y'all not obligated to the contract. Y'all don't have to let me play out my contract. So and y'all only guarantee me 10 out of a $40 million contract. Hell no. That shit don't make no sense.
Exactly. And he even said, man, I wanted to sign, I wanted to, but I couldn't sign the papers, man.
Yep.
So shit, hey, I hope they get it figured out, and maybe he'll, be a trendsetter moving forward. Like off the rippage, we need the guarantee shit. I don't care about all that hoopla, because that's all the other shit is the hoopla.
Yeah.
Yeah, you telling me it's $50 million, you telling me it's $100 million contract, but then when I read down here at the bottom right here and say, yeah, only 20 of this shit guaranteed. Hold up, man.
And you telling me my career is short?
Kill the hoopla, man. We want the bread on the front end. We ain't worried about that back end. That's for y'all to worry about. Yeah, that's for y'all to worry about that back end. Come on with that front end, especially for the young cat.
Yeah, and I think football players are starting to realize, man, it's about that guaranteed money because I can go out here tomorrow and fuck up my ACL, and you can be like, well, it didn't work out. Here's your 5. We can't teach you 5. Bye. No, but my contract was this much.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? I'm gonna get taxed on what my contract say.
Mm-hmm. On the basis. Come on with it, man. Come on with it. Uh, Also, the Browns denied Hard Knocks. Some sources say, the league denied Hard Knocks for the Browns. Some sources say the Browns just didn't want to fool with the Hard Knocks with this whole situation going on that they got going on. What you think about that? Tell me, you think that's some we can't really let people see what's really really going on inside of here, or do you think that's some like, man, we got enough shit going right now, man? We can't have this too.
Knowing what I know about how businesses ran, this is definitely the league came through and blocked this shit. Because you the Browns, this is the most anyone's ever gave a damn about the Browns. When was the last time the Browns had somebody with the number 1 selling jersey? Probably Johnny Manziel.
Yeah,
That's
the Browns have also had Hard Knocks before too, though, haven't they?
they've had hard a couple times.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So this is the time where hey, we got somebody that people want to watch. The view's gonna be there. We're gonna have all eyes on us through the entire season. Why wouldn't you want to do it? The league came through and said, no, because some shit might get leaked out. Just straight up. Some shit might get leaked out. The story, the narrative that we ran with to make this kid fall to the 5th round, it's already not looking good for us based on how the city has accepted him.
Yeah.
He going to schools, he doing XYZ. Oh damn, he in Benny Camp, he looked damn good. When they in that draft room, when that not draft room, but when they in that room, the quarterback room, they talking that stuff, and he's talking the game. Oh damn, he is smart.
Yeah.
Oh, and you see how the players get behind him in practice. You see how the players behind him in the locker room. We can't spend if we got cameras on us, we can't spend shit. We can't. So yeah, hey Browns, it's probably best y'all don't do Hard Knocks this year.
I wish I don't do it.
Because I'm telling you now, if I'm a producer of Hard Knocks, I'm trying to get in Jacksonville, Cleveland, and Tampa. Them the 3 programs I'm gonna be at.
Yeah. Yeah. Or the Panthers.
Or the Panthers.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, that's what I be trying to do too. I be trying to do that shit too.
Straight up.
But I know somewhere the camera crews will not be trying to get, and this all falls into the same little saga as well, man. Derek Carr announces his retirement from New Orleans. He's gonna retire a Saint.
And hey, look, man, that shit right there just made like him doing that just made the Saints. It just made y'all's whole draft irrelevant because he got good. Saints didn't make the playoffs this year, did they?
Shit, no.
All right, so y'all season was over about December. Hell, not even December. Y'all season was over probably November. End of November, y'all season was over with. So you trying to tell me Derek Carr's didn't try to get his shoulder redone, have surgery on his shoulder right at the end of the season? Because he was out. He was out before the end because Rattler was playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So y'all took all this time waiting for him to figure out his shoulder issue, and y'all went in the draft and didn't try to identify because y'all know, y'all knew some shit was going on with his shoulder. And if y'all didn't, bad on you. Shame on you and your organization.
Well, but they drafted the quarterback in the first round.
Yeah, thinking he wasn't gonna have to be the guy.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
We will. In order to go along with the league's agenda, we'll draft this guy ahead of Shador to say, oh well, everybody was expecting to draft the quarterback in this pick. We did. Y'all can leave us alone. We're gonna bring him in. He's gonna study him on the car. Car gone. So now they QB room looks atrocious. Y'all's fans is pissed off.
Their QB room already was atrocious regardless. But yeah, I just don't see why. If you knew Carr was retiring and you was going to take a quarterback anyway, I'm not saying take Shador. You knew, let's just say the league said you can't take Shador. I'm not saying take Shador, but you left Will Howard out there. You left, at that point, was Dart gone already?
Who?
Dart.
Nope, he was still
No,
there.
because New York came back at the end of the round and got him.
Yep. So Dart was still there.
So you see what I'm saying? So if you know Carr's retiring, you can't get Shador if that's how it was. You can't get Shador. Why leave all these other QBs on the table?
You see that shit, don't you?
Starter off the rip.
Off rip.
Second string Spencer Rattler. Third string Jake Hennier. and Hunter Deckers. I don't even know Hunter Deckers. Shit, son.
So
Damn,
y'all,
Olave got a questionable on his shit, and this season ain't even started yet.
who?
Olave, receive.
Mm.
They hurt. But no, man, you know Derek Carr. Even and this is my thing too, though. Even if Derek Carr is fully healthy,
Hold on. Hunter Deckers. Guess where he from?
where
Iowa Western Community College.
that's the shit I was talking about.
He's from Haywarden, Iowa. You want to know where Haywarden is? 5 minutes up from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Literally across the border. Boom, right there. Haywarden.
And that's the only place he played was the community
That's
college.
the only place he played. Iowa Western Community College.
Yeah,
Saints, that was yesterday they picked him up. Saints add another QB, signing Deckers after tryout.
man, he would have tore that hoe up. I ain't gonna lie to you, he would have tore that hoe up.
Hey, that cat was like, shit. Hey, I play at the community college, baby. Hey,
So I got the mud with this shit.
that motherfucker throwing everything he got. Shit. Hey, I don't player, more power to you. I ain't mad
I'm
at you.
proud of you. I'm gonna go watch some of this shit. I'm gonna go watch some of this shit. But nah, if you know Derek Carr, even if you don't know Derek Carr is retiring, it's not like you said, y'all didn't make the playoffs last year. Derek Carr was ass my grass last season.
Yep.
You gonna draft the QB in that number one spot. Why get this trash cat when you could have got any other QB? It was only one QB taken at that point.
Yep. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. They got some dogs over there, man.
It was a community college.
And out of Western, they got some dogs. Shit, they won a national championship in it's a JUCO. They won a national championship in 2022.
Yeah, that's cool.
In Little Rock, Arkansas, they won that championship 2022.
We don't understand though the Saints. This is my thing for the Saints. No offense to Deckers or anybody who came to the tryout. Boy, you know how many QB just went undrafted?
Boy, y'all passed on Quinn Ewers, Shador Sanders, Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, y'all passed on everybody but Cam Ward.
Yeah. And got Tyler Shue from Iowa State, whose film look atrocious, whose combine shit look atrocious. And y'all made him y'all's a first rounder.
And now he's the starter.
And he your starter. You ain't got faith in a two with Rattles what 2 years?
2 years.
You got a 2-year guy, and yeah, shit. Can't pass Uncle Rico, right?
Passed on Uncle Rico. Me.
So it's one of those things where like the league, the owners, or whoever set this shit up, this whole conspiracy that's going around. It seemed like shit is just starting to happen to make it look like, man, y'all must didn't have a plan. All this shit look bad. It don't make now it don't make sense. So now you just want to hope it all just go away. Shador got drafted. Cool, boom. Now let it just go away. But now shit's starting to happen where it's like, well, you didn't think y'all didn't plan for this shit? Now you really have no QB.
You have no QB, but it still makes 0 sense. Even if Derek Carr was there, this is who This cat ain't got time to be the next guy. He's already a 5th-year guy. He don't have time to be the next cat. He got to be wherever he was going. He was going to have to be the starter, but he's not even that type of player. So that's why I'm like, it just make you wonder, man. It just make you wonder. That's all. That's it. That's all, man. I ain't got no speculation, man. It just make you wonder.
But even when you listen to some of these coaches talk about shit, they weren't prepared for this shit. They weren't prepared to talk about anything like this. Some people are not prepared to be part of some kind of big conspiracy or some big elaborated plan. Some people just not, especially at something like the NFL. It's too many people, too many moving parts for everybody to be on the same page. We can all be on the main page. When we start getting in layers of this shit, some guys get stuck on the first page. Some guys are stuck on the second. Shit, and that's about it. And it don't get no deeper than that. But people at the top, shit, we can run through the whole book. Other cats, it's only so deep. I can only speak so well about some shit. As for the Browns, they shit don't go past the first page. As soon as they get to talking about Shador and shit, they get to saying all the shit that make it seem like, well, shit, sound like y'all should have drafted him way earlier.
Yeah. It sounds like y'all should have drafted his ass a long time ago. That's just hilarious.
Why'd y'all draft Dylan Gabriel? And the only thing y'all can say is he wins the way the owner expects his quarterbacks to win. Motherfucker, y'all ain't had no quarterback come through their winnings. What does that even mean?
You don't know shit about winning. Don't nobody over there know shit about winning. Don't nobody over there know shit about winning. But man, you called this last week. I said that I thought it'd be the opposite. I'm not gonna lie. With Travis taking more reps at wide receiver, a few days exclusively taking reps at wide receiver. Is this because he needs more work at the receiver position, or do you think wide receivers where we're going to see Travis Hunter?
Man, wide receivers, you're going to see him.
Okay.
It's where you're going to see him. And I think just looking at his, I'm not saying he not as like in shape wise, he could go both ways. It's the physical part. I don't think his body be able to hold up to go both ways. And they want to protect him as an asset. They want to protect him because you want Travis on the field all 16 games. You want him on the field.
Yeah, or do you think they just think his playmaking ability is what's going to get more asses in the seats? Because I can for sure get him the ball.
Yeah,
playing wide receiver.
Yeah, that too. I can agree with that.
Because I was just running through the waves and like, damn, like I really thought I'd see him at corner. Then I was thinking like, if he's a receiver, I can make him a household name way quicker.
Way quicker. Way quicker.
He scored a couple touchdowns. He make a couple cats miss, score a touchdown, and you do a couple dances. It's off to the races with that one.
That's it.
It's off to the races with that one. But yeah, man, Travis looking good right now. And I'm ready for preseason. I ain't never been ready for preseason.
I was just about to say that this year's preseason gonna be popping. It's gonna be popping.
I ain't never been ready for preseason so much in my life.
Bro, I can tell you now, Jacksonville first preseason game already sold out.
Oh yeah, easy.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go look. Keep on talking. I'm gonna look and just see.
Anybody, any team that's got somebody from Colorado on it's gonna be a crazy preseason. Carolina, they preseason gonna be sold out anyway because they did so much. Not saying that people are not gonna come for Jimmy Horn Jr., but they did so much in this draft and in this offseason that they fans and people in that area gotta come out and see what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Especially coming off the season they had like last year. People gotta come out for that. If you coming out to a Browns game for the preseason, that's the Browns' first preseason game might be the most watched preseason game ever. So So we're gonna see it. That boy OG1 said, "Gentlemen, what it do? What it do?"
I ain't gonna lie to you, G.
What's up? Ain't nobody buying the ticket.
Shit, said that they going fast, but shit, you can get on the Jaguar on the 50-yard line for $348. The cheapest ticket right now is $52. That's in the nosebleed.
Lead.
But you can get in the first two rows for I think shit left end zone. No, what's that? North end zone. $105. One ticket left. All these tickets I'm saying is one left, one left, one left, one left, one left. Man, it's almost sold out.
Yeah. Yeah. Won't catch me at the Panther Stadium. I think the fan bet don't go if they get good.
No, that's Jaguars.
No, I'm just saying, say won't catch because I said the Panthers game will probably be sold out too.
Oh,
Said won't Chelsea says won't catch me at the Panther Stadium. Look, let me go ahead and put you out there on the screen. Won't catch me at the Panther Stadium.
Must be bad.
Well, I'm gonna say this right here. Stay on away from there too if they good. Because they got a chance. I don't know. I'm not completely 100% sold on Bryce Young being the guy. Alabama QBs haven't
panned out.
really seen it.
Well,
Outside of Jalen Hurts,
that's it.
we haven't really seen it. So I'm not 100% convinced that he's the guy. But they have added. We'll know this year for sure because they've added anything he needs. They added it this offseason, so I'm ready to see it. Oh, you're a Dallas fan. You might as well stay away from that stadium. You might as well stay away from Dallas Stadium.
Man, like here's one thing that I wish I could, if I could go back and be like, hey, instead of going the route that I went in school, figure out how I probably would have became a coach and see like how can I get in one of these organizations. I want to be part of the draft process, and I want to be in Dallas and see. I want to spend a week with the draft team in like old New England. And like, people who like, because there's some teams who consistently have great drafts. They dominate the draft. And then they always in that, they always in the playoff contentions. They always up there. And then I want to go to Dallas and it's like, why don't y'all draft like them? What are y'all not seeing? Cause y'all get the sweet spot in the draft. Like, and you might disagree with me. You might agree with me. We'll see.
All right.
Top 10 pick. If you got a top 10 pick, it's real hard for you. And if you got that bottom 10, it's real hard for you. That shit in the middle, it should be pretty damn. It's a sweet spot because the people you really want is gone. And by the time you get to your pick, you should know exactly what you need and who you need.
See, I would kind of disagree on that. I would say the first 10 is the easiest. Because you got to pick in the top 10 for months. You have discussed and studied and looked and probed and pricked and prodded and researched and went through and redid and rewatched and talked on the phone and brought them in for meetings and went to their house and seen how their family lived and all this type of shit. It's only 10 picks out of all the people in the draft. It's only 10 picks. What is the real likelihood that somebody in this top 10 is looking for the same type of player we're looking for?
Well, you should know.
That's what I'm saying. There's really no surprises in that first 10. Every now and then you will.
But it's still hard because it's like, all right, if you have the option, say, especially let's say you the number 2 pick. However many guys are in the draft, you got that pick like you as a smorgasbord. I can get anybody.
I understand that, but I already had my time to go through that. It's not like that little 5 minutes or whatever they give them. That little time is really weighing on this pick.
Yeah,
I,
but you gotta think about it. In that time leading up, you say, all right, we're gonna take we're gonna have we want this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. And then it come up and all your guys that you want are there. They're
yeah,
there.
and you already know who you taking first.
Who we gotta take first? Because
That's what I'm saying. I
this
would
guy
say in that middle section of the first round, in that very middle section, that's where I think that's where the most nitty gritty draft picks got to be made. Because now that top 10 is for so gone. Now, a couple of cats that we thought was going to be in that top 10 and we going to be gone, now they done fell to the second 10. Now it get iffy. Now it get tricky. Damn, why they let him fall? Is he, you know what I'm saying? Did we miss something that they didn't miss? You know what I'm saying? Did he squeak through on our film session? That, you know, when we interviewed him, was he just in there talking good that day? Or is he really about this action? Why they let him fall out the top 10? Now we got to go through that. Now that 5 minutes matter.
now phone calls that get made.
See what I'm saying? And then at the end of the first round, you got the guys, you kind of got that same situation where like, damn, shit, he's supposed to go top 10. He's still here today. Damn, do I risk? Are we going to be the guys to take the risk on him? So I would say that I say in the first round for sure. That shit get harder as it go down.
Okay, so check this. Do you think teams rely too much on that bullshit that don't matter? That like the interviews and shit, they rely too much on that?
I think some teams do.
Yeah, because see,
you know, there's some teams out there right now who ain't giving a shit about an interview. The cats they drafted, they're not even calling them in. You hear cats all the time. Shit, I didn't even know I was getting drafted by them. We didn't even interview. They didn't even have me come in and work out or nothing. It was just straight. They just drafted me. So there's some teams that still living by that method. Like, man, what the interview gonna do for me?
Oakland.
You hear me? And then you got teams who are strictly they buy the numbers. We don't want to hear you talk. What that paper say? Do you got the yardage? Do you got the catches? Do you know what I'm saying? All that shit. Then you got the other coaches who want to know if you show up on time. And they want to know what type of life you live outside of football and want to know what your family do and want to know all that type of shit. Them the cats who going through that interview like, yeah, you got to come in here in a damn suit and tie type shit, shirt tucked in, shaking everybody's hands, firm handshakes. You know what I'm saying? Like a business meeting type shit. They want to know, are you a pro? Some teams don't give a damn if you're a pro. They just want to know if you can carry that rock or you can catch it, you can throw it, you can tackle it. So I think some teams are heavily relying on the interviews. I'd probably say out of the 32 teams, I'd probably say 15 of them, fuck the film. If you and this cat got close to the same film, he interviewed better than you, we're going with the better interview. But then I say it's probably 10. I probably say it's probably 10 teams who shit, what that paper say? What that tape say?
Cause you know who I feel get that shit right every year.
Who?
I'm who?
Kansas City.
You damn right, bro. I swear, Kansas City. Shit, hey, bro. When they pick come, shit, they know who they want off rip.
I think it's like because they typecast, which is what you're supposed to do. Look at their receivers and who look different.
They're all the same.
They all look the same. Even when they sipping them, even in the middle of the season, when they sipping their asses out and bringing them in, they all look the same. Hell, they'll even go back and get you again. You see what I'm saying? Like, they do what you're supposed to do. We know this shit works.
Yep.
That's what you're supposed to do. We ain't got this time we're gonna go get a big 6'5" receiver. Oh, this time we're gonna go get us a little 5'10" speedster. No, we ain't switching shit up. Who the fastest receiver in the draft? Don't let them be around when we come through.
Yep.
We ain't looking at no QB, so don't even look all the way.
I mean, just looking at they roster right now, man. Like, of course, QB Patrick Mahomes, but backup quarterback Gardner Minshew. Let me tell you something about Gardner Minshew. That some bitch gonna keep a job. Gardner Minshew gonna keep a job.
Composure.
Then you got Bailey Zapp and then Christian Oladukan. Don't know who that is. But then running back Isaiah Pacheco, Kareem Hunt. They ran it back with him. Elijah Mitchell, Carson Steele. Receiver Xavier Worthy, Juju Smith-Schuster, Nico Ramigo, Jason Brownlee, Rasheed Rice, Jalen Royals, Justin Ross, Elijah Badger. What you want to say? They all about the same height and size.
I know they are.
All right, Xavier Worthy, 5'11". Juju, 6'1". Nico, 5'9". Jason Brownlee, 6'3". He probably the tallest one. Rasheed Rice, 6'1". Oh, see, it messed me up. There we
I
go.
don't need y'all to be big. I got Travis.
Jalen Royals, 6 foot. Justin Ross, 6'4". And Elijah Badger, 6'1". Say everybody.
Yeah, and tell me how many catches Justin Ross had last year. 6'4". Justin Ross. How many catches did he have last year in touchdown?
No, Brian DeBoe is an idiot, and I'm gonna tell you why Brian DeBoe is an idiot. And I finna run. I'm glad you brought that up. I finna run you through this shit about Brian
How about
DeBoe,
who is it? New York cat?
head coach in New York. Check it. All right, watch me work.
Hold up. Look up the Justin Ross shit while you work.
What about Justin Ross?
How many catches and touchdowns did he have? I'm gonna tell you why he the anomaly over there.
0 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 receptions.
And how many games played?
Oh, he played in 2 games.
We don't you in Travis spot. You 6'4", bro. You taking up Travis' shit. You don't fit in right now, brother. Yeah, you a retirement plan. You a retirement plan over there. We need them 6-footers, them 5'11s, and we finna run look. We like to see Patrick throw it from the side on. You know what I'm saying? Your big 6'4" ass way down there, he can't throw it from the side on. You know what I'm saying? they bro, that's why they always getting it right. Everybody gonna look like this. This is what we draft. This is what we grab. But go ahead, you can get on the bowl.
All right, so Brian DeBoe. So she said, "Don't come for me, left. I wasn't saying that in a positive way." Oh no, I get it. I thought you were saying in a positive way, but this is what's up with Brian DeBoe. He on the hot seat, right?
All right.
He on the hot seat in New York. He had to come up with a reason why not to draft Shador. He had to. Because if you draft Shador, now you got to deal with who? Dion over your shoulder. Not physically over your shoulder, but just we have Shador here. His dad is doing big shit in Colorado. If I have another bad season, my ass is gone. And they might bring go and get Dion, and he might leave Colorado to come coach at New York if his son's in New York. So he really, you know what? I'd rather not have those eyes on me. Because you bring him in, well, shit, look what he did under his pops. What if we can get Dion over here? So he had to come with some crazy shit. Same with them cats in Cleveland. Man, we don't want to draft him first. Cause shit, we on the hot seat. Head coach and the GM. What's stopping them from firing us and bringing Shador ass in? That's why they didn't look happy when they drafted him. Man, shit. Man, hey, if we don't get this shit right, they liable to fire us ass and have the whole Colorado staff in this bitch. Cause look what you get with the Colorado staff. You get a damn good coaching staff to come.
Yeah.
That come along with it.
Yeah, you do. You do. You get some more NFL players and some more shit.
Yep, man. I ain't trying to have that in my back pocket. That's what he brings.
Yeah, that can happen. That can happen. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know if the New York cat talking about the interviews, the interview shit where he said with Shador. I don't know if that shit was any truth to that or whatever it was.
Bro.
I done heard a bunch of shit. I done heard the organization still got bad blood from Dion from way back in the gap and all type of shit. So who knows with that situation? I think the Giants are idiots anyway. Anybody who would pay Daniel Jones,
yeah.
Anybody who would pay Daniel Jones, because obviously I don't see him every day. I'm not in the locker room. I'm not in the organization. None of that. I just see what I see on TV. But from what I see on TV, boy, anybody could have told y'all, hell, anybody could have told y'all that was a bad investment. But they did it. Hell, they doubled down on stupid with Daniel Jones.
Yep.
So, yeah, you on the hot seat. Look what you just did for the last 2-3 years. Then you get rid of Saquon. You get rid of Saquon, and he goes and have them his best year outside his rookie year. He goes and have his best year and get a damn Super Bowl.
Bro, if I'm the owner, y'all gone.
Everybody gone.
The minute y'all decided, because I don't know how much the owner has say in if someone stay or go. I'm pretty sure a lot, but I'm pretty sure they just let them make their decision. They kind of just stay out of it.
Just like a card you can pull, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what a good owner would do. Hey, look, I got that card, but I'm really gonna pull it. I'm gonna let y'all do y'all job. But the minute he left, I would say, look here, y'all better pray he breaks something or he have a bad year. Because if he come out running that thing, and we gotta see this, we gotta see his ass. We gotta see him. So if he come out against us and tear our ass up and he tear the league up next year, y'all asses is gone. And the minute that cat I got to watching him doing this shit, I'd be like, oh yeah, hey, both y'all pack your bags, shit at the door. Y'all gone.
Anybody I don't give a damn if you was just the person overseeing the meeting. Anybody had anything to do with Saquon leaving this building, get your shit.
Yep. It is funny though. Did you see that thing with Jameis Winston and Saquon? So Jameis Winston was like, "Hey Saquon, it's during Super Bowl interviews. He's like, hey Saquon, right now I'm currently unemployed." He goes, what would be a good fit for me? You know what I'm saying? Next year, who should contact me? And Saquon said the Giants. And shit, who they pick up this offseason?
James.
But see, James will go there and do something.
James gonna do his shit wherever. I'm telling you, it don't matter. He's already been to the worst organization in the league. Yep. There's nowhere fucking down from there. He's been doing the work. He's been in New Orleans and in them.
And he did all right.
Yeah, bro. Jameis is Jameis, bro. Jameis is Jameis. You gotta put Jameis on the team with a great defense and let him ball out.
Yep.
Don't say shit to him. Don't do that to him. Put him on a team with a great defense and let him ball out, man. Let him just let him slang that me.
But you know, man, we as quarterbacks don't get that kind of privilege to be gunslingers. We can't be no gunslinger.
That's what
You,
I'm saying.
you gotta be precise with every throw you make.
Man, you fuck around and put James on the team with a badass defense and create a bunch of turnovers. Hey, everybody going, including the janitor. I'm telling you, I don't even care if you was just a person bringing in the snacks for the meat. You got to go. You ain't tell nobody to stop when you brought them snacks in. So you got to go. But shout out Saquon, man. I was so happy for his ass this year. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't no Eagles fan and none of that shit, but I was happy.
Browns did not do right by him.
Huh?
The Browns, I mean the Giants did not do right by him. They was looking for a reason to get rid of him.
They played like they was gonna do right during the whole little running back talk and all that shit a couple years ago. They played like they was gonna do right. They gave him a little bit of bread right then. You know what I'm saying? Come on back, Saquon. Don't do no sitting out type shit. And then they just couldn't follow through. They couldn't come up with it. Nonetheless, great pickup for the Eagles, man. Shout out to Saquon. College football looking a lot different next year, man. As far as the playoffs go, man, they looking to change up the playoff format. This is a shock to me. Obviously, there was a lot of uh, bitching and moaning, for lack of better terms, at the end of the year last year. So I kind of figured something would happen. I didn't know if it'd be this year though, but it's already happened. That's crazy. But they are no longer granting automatic bids, or no automatic first round buys to the conference champion.
Yep.
How
So
they
yeah.
gonna,
So
how do you choose to buy the best records?
see now. I don't know. So I was combing through Bleacher Report, and I saw it said the article was written by Julia Stumborough. She said college football reportedly nearing consensus to change CFP bracket format. So it says college football playoff leaders are nearing consensus regarding an updated playoff bracket that would no longer grant automatic first round buys to conference champions, according to CBS Sports. Those buys would instead go to the top four seeds as determined by the CFP selection committee. The straight seeding proposal was originally made by the Big Ten and SEC. The ACC and Big 12 began showing support in recent weeks. Per her report, the ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips said Wednesday that straight seeding may be the right thing for us to consider. The new bracket could come into play as soon as 2025, according to Dillinger. So the reason they are doing all this shit, and as you can see, the two conferences complaining is the Big Ten and the SEC.
Yeah.
And but I'm trying to figure out why would they complain, because they have the buys.
I guess no. I mean, no. Tennessee didn't have a bye.
Georgia had a bye.
Georgia had a bye. Texas had a bye. Does Texas have a bye?
Yeah.
Yes, Texas had a bye. Who didn't? Who had a bye that wasn't a Boise? Did Boise have a bye?
It went.
Who's the top four? That's who had the bye.
Oregon had a bye. Arizona State had a bye. Boise State had a bye, and Georgia had a bye.
So that's why they complain. That's why the SEC complains.
Yeah, because they saying, "Hey, no, ain't no way in hell conference champion. Like, why would you give Boise State a bye?"
Yeah, when they was ranked like fourth, when they was ranked like 10 or 11.
Yeah, and Texas should have got that bye. Texas should have got that bye. And I don't know. I think, Arizona State, didn't they win the Big 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, they should have got the bye.
But they saying they shouldn't have. They was ranked like 15 or some shit like that.
No, it says that it was the Big Ten and the SEC is the one complaining, but the ACC and the Big Ten
That's what
are.
I'm saying. I'm saying the Arizona State, who was the Big 12 winner, should not have had a bye.
Oh no, it shouldn't have. They shouldn't. They shouldn't have had it.
So that's
So
why the SEC not complaining.
this shit gonna look a whole lot different. So who the top 14 get the bye? Screw the conference championship shit. The conference championship just guarantees that you get into the playoff.
Yeah, but we ain't giving it. I feel that. I ain't mad at that.
No,
I ain't mad at that.
I'm cool. I'm cool with it.
But we also add more teams into this playoff too.
Yep.
16-team playoff. And remember, if we can take this shit all the way back when we first started talking about this playoff shit, then when I tell y'all, it don't matter how many teams you put in this shit. Somebody gonna be left out. So now you got 16. Now 17 and 18 gonna be pissed off. Then next year y'all gonna come out and say, hey, 18-team playoff. And then guess what? 19 and 20, I'm like, hey man, what about us? We did good too. Ah shit, come on, bring y'all in. 20-team playoff. Then you're gonna have 20, 21 through 25 say, hey man, shit, you got the rest of them in there, man. You gonna leave us out. What's the point of being in the top 25?
Yeah, yep.
Top 25 college football, top 25 playoffs. Presented by Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, it says 16-team CFP bracket reportedly becoming more preferred by Power 4 commissioners. So it says the CFP was at 14. CFP was at 14 for 10 seasons for the tournament, and then they went to the 12 teams. They went from 4 to 12, and that's where it will remain for 2025. But for 2026, they will be looking to add 4 more teams. So it says basically you have 4 SEC teams, 4 Big 10 teams, 4 ACC. What's Big One G?
That's Big 10.
Yeah, so 4 Big 10s, 2 ACCs, 2 Big 12s, 1 G6, and 3 at large. I don't know what 3 G6 is.
They gotta stop the group of 6. So you got Power 4 and group of 6.
Okay.
But no, cut the bullshit, man, and just run the playoffs. what are we doing? So now we're gonna say, oh, no matter what, 4 ACC teams gonna come in. 4, man, no. Y'all might not have 4. That's worthy. If that's the case, then just run the playoffs.
Say, bro,
Top
you
3 from each conference. Come on.
That's it. Well, I mean that's what they would do. I mean, if you break it down, that's what it looked like. Well, see, I don't like this 4 SEC teams. So
that's
now
what I'm saying.
Yeah, so now
Bring me 3.
You throwing 4 in. Why? Why 4? Just
Bring me your top 3. Give me the 2 that played in the damn conference championship and your motherfucking wild card. And let's go.
Yep.
SEC, give me yours. Big 12, give me yours. ACC, give me yours. Big 10, give me yours. And run the playoffs.
Or scratch all that shit. If we doing 14, I mean you're doing 14 teams, top 14 make the playoff.
But that's basically when you're doing 14 teams or 16 teams or whatever, that's basically how it shake out. They just making it sound good.
Yeah.
They making it sound like everybody else got a chance to get in. You ain't got no chance to get in just like this year. Bro, the top 12 getting in. The top 12 are getting in. It don't matter how you cook it. No matter how you cook the books.
Cause let's see. What was it? So let's say they did it how I'm saying, just do top 14. So you'd have had Ohio State, Notre Dame, Oregon, Texas, Penn State, Georgia, Arizona State, Boise, Tennessee, Indiana, Ole Miss, SMU, BYU, and Clemson. That'd have been your playoff. Right.
Everybody was in this year except BYU and Clemson.
Yep.
Everybody you just named.
No, Clemson got in.
Clemson wasn't in no playoff, was they?
Yeah, they played Texas.
Oh
Remember,
yeah, so
Clemson got in over Miami.
yeah. You're right.
So if it shake out that way, and they're saying that you want what they want 4 SEC teams in the playoff. Well,
Yeah.
look at it this way. You had
3 this year. Hell,
so we're gonna look at SEC. So if they did the top 14 this year, you'd have had Texas, Georgia, Tennessee, Ole Miss. They're your 4 right there.
that's what I'm saying. They had 3 this year. Everybody with Ole Miss was in there.
And then you go Big Ten. You had Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State, and that's it from the Big Ten. You had 3.
That's what I'm saying. Then you would have had Indiana if they had 4.
Oh no, Indiana. Yeah, Indiana. So no, that's your 4 right there.
Yeah.
Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State, Indiana. So they're your 4. And then they said what else? Then you had what? 2 ACC teams. So then you ACC and you had
They both got
Clemson.
in.
So only Clemson got in.
They both got in.
Who?
SMU and Clemson.
I forgot. I forgot. So yeah, so they're your 2 right there from the ACC. So then you got 2 Big 12s, and you only had 1 Big 12. You only had 1 Big 12 in Arizona State. Well, Iowa State would have got in because they're sitting at 14. So Iowa State would have got in if they're doing the whole two Big 12s. So Iowa gets in.
They did basically that shit. The shit they say on what they gonna change it to, they basically did this shit.
Yep.
Already. Cut that shit out.
Because your 1 at large is always gonna be Notre Dame.
Exactly.
It's always gonna be Notre Dame.
Cut that shit out and go. And then Notre Dame got to join the conference.
Yep.
You got to join the conference. We're taking 3 from every conference. I'm talking about the MAC, the WAC, all that shit. 3 teams from each conference. You might have Bama playing damn Northern whatever and from the WAC in the first round of the playoffs. That is what it is. That's all they got to do, man. It's not that.
This is my philosophy on this shit. I think they already have an end goal. Instead of just getting there, they keep giving us breadcrumbs, making it pretend like they listening to the fans. They already know what the right thing to do is. They already know what the right thing to do is. Because every other division in college football run it that way.
Every other division in football, period, runs it that way. Little league, high school, pro. Run the playoffs that way. Because if you don't do it that way, somebody who feel like they deserve it is always going to be left out.
Yeah.
If you do it this way, if you come in fucking 4th place in your division, you don't make the playoffs. That's tried and true. You know all season long where you stand.
So, but see, here's where you might mess up. How many conferences are actually in Division I football?
That's a quick little search. $11.
10. I got 10.
It's 11. Oh no, they still got the Pac-12 counted on here, so it's 10.
Yeah, there are 10 conferences. So you got ACC, Big 10, Big 12, Pac-12. I don't know why they got Pac-12. It's not there
That's what
anymore.
I'm saying. Take the Pac-12 out.
All right, so then you got ACC, Big 10, Big 12, SEC, American Athletic Conference, Conference USA, MAC, Mountain West, Sun Belt. Run it.
And then they got FBS Independence. They count that too. So you still got that.
So
As a
there's only one of them. No, because you got. I think they got what? There's only one FBS Independent, isn't it? And it's Notre Dame.
I think so. I don't know, it might be more.
Army. Notre Dame and Army. Scratch that independent shit. Hey, Army, go to ACC. Notre Dame, get your ass in the Big 10.
Notre Dame, UConn, and UMass. Army's in the AAC.
Oh. I didn't know that. Well, UMass, your ass get in the Sun Belt.
UConn, get your ass back in the AAC.
Independent. You don't play enough football to be independent.
And you in Notre Dame, get your ass and take your pick. Probably Big 10.
Oh shit, here we go. Here. I forgot that. It says it's too many changes for me. Nick Saban retiring, new coaches, NIL, CFB expansion. It's all that's needed.
It's all needed, but they expanding the shit the wrong way, bro. Just run the playoff system the way every other playoff system is run. We got 30 teams, baby. We coming at y'all live for fucking 6 weeks in a row.
Woo.
We coming at y'all live for 6 weeks in a row.
And you know what that shit cut out?
What?
Damn money games. From jump, baby. From jump, it's conference play. Ain't no warm up games unless you give them a preseason.
Yeah, give them a preseason. Give them a preseason. You got 2 games. Get your shit right. 2 games.
And then your ass jump right into it, and woo! And guess what? We'll get the best college football. It'll be the best college football.
Yeah.
Cause ain't no lull weeks. Every week count at this point. Every week counts.
Every week count. We gotta add that shit. Come on with it. Get your ass in these playoffs. And, hey, you might mess around and get beat by UMass. You see what I'm saying? In week 3 of the playoffs.
Yeah. Hey, because I can tell you now, them Sun Belt teams are the ones you got to worry about. Not all of them.
I'm gonna say sometimes. Every few years you gonna have them, you know what I'm saying, a little transfer that came on down in there.
Be like Troy. Troy always got some quarterback who somehow he 6'7", 250, can throw that son bitch 600 miles, and somehow he went totally under the radar, landed at Troy, and go to Troy, throw for 25,000 yards, 600 touchdowns, and then he'll end up becoming he'll be like a 4th or 5th round pick somewhere. Might never see the field, but he'll just a great backup.
Yeah, but that shit gonna get your ass split when you go play Bama. Your receivers can't get open and all that shit. But you never know. Some years it won't be like that. Don't be last in your division. You might, you know what I'm saying? You get to play Tennessee or some shit instead of Bama. Or instead of Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how that shit go. You know, guys, we coming up out the Sun Belt. You know, they're going to put us up against the top of the SEC. We better get first. You get third coming out the Sun Belt, and then you know you got the top dog in the country, number 1 team in the country coming at you live. First week of the playoffs. Call that shit Black Friday or some shit. It's just 60 to 0s all across the country. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna ask Chat GPT to give me a simulation of a 16 team playoff, taking the top three teams from each of the Division One conferences and who the
It's
champion.
not gonna be 16 teams, bro. It's gonna be 30.
30.
There's 3 from each. It's 10 of them.
Let's see. Can you give me a simulation of the 2026 college?
No, we gotta have a national champion. You tweaking.
Who said that?
Chelsea says I don't even want the national championship anymore. I'd rather just see the conference championships. That's my unpopular opinion.
Oh hell no! Shit, there has to be one. Like what you call a Highlander, May. There can only be one.
Yeah, we gotta have it. We gotta have a top dog.
Hey, would they take the top 3 teams from each D1?
Yeah, I want to see you. Man. Give us 1 year. Give us a 1 year trial, man. I will say this though: is that too much? Is that too much? Well, we don't give a shit about the NFL. I was about to say, is that too much wear and tear on the guys before they slide?
Hell no.
It's an NFL season. It's gonna be 16, 17 game season.
You ready for this shit?
Yeah.
Boy, Chat GPT, hell boy. All right, it says 2026. You got Georgia, Alabama, LSU, Big 10, Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State, Big 12. They got Kansas, Colorado, Oklahoma State. ACC, Florida State, Clemson, North Carolina.
Fuck you, ChatGPT.
The AAC, Tulane, Memphis, USTA, Sunbelt, Troy, James Madison, South Alabama, the MAC, Toledo, Miami, Ohio, Northern Illinois, Mountain West, Boise, Air Force, Fresno State. And then they got Liberty, Western Kentucky, North New Mexico State. And then at large bid goes to Notre Dame and UConn. All right. And it says your number 1 seeds goes Georgia, Michigan, Alabama, Oregon, Ohio State, Florida State, Notre Dame, and Troy.
How Michigan and Ohio State get a number 1 seed?
Not number 1 seed. These are just seeds 1 through 8.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yep. All right. It says round of 32. Georgia defeats Northern Illinois. Notre Dame survives a scare from USTA. Penn State knocks out Troy. Ohio State overwhelms Fresno State. Michigan handles New Mexico State. Sweet 16. Georgia defeats USC. Alabama beats Oregon in a thriller. Ohio State tops Colorado. Florida State outlasts Clemson in an ACC rematch. Then Elite 8, Georgia versus Alabama. Georgia wins 31-27. Michigan beats Ohio State 34-28. Florida State edges Penn State. Oregon beats Notre Dame. And then Final 4, Georgia beats Oregon. Ohio State beats Florida State. National championship, Georgia State versus Ohio State. And
Georgia State.
Georgia. My bad. Georgia versus.
I was about to say, damn, when they slip in there.
Yeah, Georgia Bulldogs versus Ohio State in the rematch from 2022 semifinals, and Georgia wins 34-28, and Gunnar Stockton, Georgia, is the MVP. ChatGPT is hell, boy.
Yeah, ChatGPT, y'all seen some shit. I don't think Gunnar Stockton ain't showed me shit in that game. He had to come in.
Who?
Gunnar Stockton, Georgia. I don't know what y'all seen ChatGPT, but he didn't show me a damn thing. But no, that shit will be slight work, bro. Ain't nothing but little 5 extra weeks.
That's it. And Kirby Smart is the national coach of the year. Dynasty confirmed.
Them boys, hey, them boys.
It says Kirby Smart, coach of the year. Fourth national championship in the modern era. Dynasty confirmed.
Dynasty confirmed. Hey, they ain't put SMU coming out of the A. They can put SMU coming out of the ACC, but they can kiss my ass. ChatGPT don't know shit.
So, hey, right there, we just gave y'all the 2026.
Only if they did it the right way, yeah.
Did that way. Shit, Troy got their ass donkey stomp. See, Troy messed around, got Georgia.
Told you, whoever come up out of that, hey, whoever come up out of that third seed, it's gonna be hard on you, boy.
Hey, we just glad we got invited to the dance.
Hey, you better come out there to play hard for the fans, because that shit finna get your ass toe up.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna say this and circle back.
Got to, man. Got to. And more football news, though, man. Bill Belichick's family. This kind of hurt me to even be talking about my boy in this life.
Boy.
But Bill Belichick's family and co-workers are worried about his new young team.
Bruh.
She is banned from the North Carolina football facility. Talks of strange messages and videos. Is Bill Belichick in trouble?
Bro, I was reading through this shit, and the only thing that came to my mind after reading all of it, do you know what came to my mind?
What?
I guess you guess.
What, bro? Anything could have came to your mind.
All right. Boom. They get together, right? He's 73, she 23.
All right.
Okay. Belichick seemed to be like a no bullshit type of guy. I ain't really with the bullshit.
At work, but yeah.
At work, yeah. I'm just going by his at work image, right?
All
right. So he getting to seeing shit, you know what I'm saying? It don't take a long time to start seeing red flags and shit, controlling and shit. Next thing you know, hey, I don't think this shit gonna work out. And she say, no, it don't work like that, Bill. You've introduced me, you've introduced my young ass to a lifestyle that I ain't accustomed to. I'm around all these superstars. I got access to all this money. You in this, I'm a ruin. You'll never coach again. I'll come out and say some all kind of outlandish shit. And he like, damn, I done got myself in some shit. I done got finessed. Hold on, check it. Because the signs are there. One, the reason they banned her from the facility is he's doing interviews and she's right there off camera, telling him what he can and can't answer. That's one red flag. Two, he didn't cut off all communication and ties with his family. That's a big red flag. His accountant is talking to his ex-wife and saying, hey, man, he done spent since he been with this chick, he done bought $23 million worth of investment properties in her name. That's a red flag. And then supposed to be the video coming out. Somebody hacked into her cameras at home, her Ring doorbell cameras, and it's like videos of supposed to be of her berating him and yelling at him and cussing at him and shit.
Yeah, I'm sure she is. Bruh, let me tell you what this is. I'm glad you got that. I'm glad you did all your little research or whatever and came up with that right there. But that ain't this. That ain't this. It could be, but I don't think so. This ain't nothing but Bill getting broke off some shit he ain't got broke off in a long time. That's all this is. You know, we all say the internet undefeated. It's some other shit out here that's undefeated too. You know what I'm saying? It's some other shit out here that's undefeated too. You know what I'm saying, bro? This is a classic. What I tell you, we learned all the shit we need to know back in school, man. This ain't nothing but just like back in school. You know, you homies with somebody, you know what I'm saying? And they get with the girl, you know what I'm saying? She bad, woo, woo, woo. All of a sudden, he stopped coming around. You know what I'm saying? That shit, boom, he out the group text. Boom. You know what I'm saying? He moving different, dressing different and shit. That's all this is. Oh, you want to be so old, he ain't ever seen a slave. I'm telling you, boy. Hey, hey, Bill, I don't give a damn what none of y'all say.
Hey.
I know what happened when we get home.
What Drake say? She just want to drink. You know, she just want to run over me like she drinking and driving an 18-wheeler, and I allow it.
You hear me? Call it.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's all that's all this is right here. I like the girl. You know what I'm saying? This me on Bill talking. You know what I'm saying? I like the girl. You know what I'm saying? He was married from 77 to 2006. You know what I'm saying? And he's 73, ain't something like that?
73. I got wrong. He's 73, she 24.
Yeah, well, her age don't really matter for him. He's 73. You know what I'm saying? Married all that time. I'm sure after he gets a divorce in 06, I'm sure that rest of the time with the Patriots, I'm pretty sure he was probably pretty deep off in the football. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he wasn't out here doing his thing, but probably pretty deep off into his work. We see the result. We've seen the results of that labor. You know what I'm saying? We've seen the results of that labor. All right? Boom. Now that shit over with. He finally wakes back up to real life. Dynasty over with Tom Brady in Tampa. We suck. And you know what I'm saying? Shit. Bill get to going out to the little bars or little functions. He starts showing up at little functions and shit. You start seeing pictures of him at the functions and shit. Here come a little Hudson. A little young last name Hudson.
Yeah.
Here she comes.
Hudson.
Somebody introduced them to each other. Woo, 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 woo. Boom. Somehow she end up at Bill's crib. Give my boy that, hey, give my boy that treatment. Give my boy that treatment. What? And the rest is history. No, I ain't what I need to talk to y'all for. She giving me everything I need right here. She come over there. Hey, that boy said MJ live, sucking job. I will survive. Bill 125. Yeah, I don't need to talk to y'all. And yeah, she a little 24-year-old little teeny bopper. You know what I'm saying? I got this dude. He a
legend.
He a legend in his field. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And she thinking of her little young ass. I don't know where y'all work at, but if y'all work with any young, up and coming women in their fields or whatever, y'all know how they get. It's my duty to make sure that Bill is straight in these interviews. Well, Bill done forgot way more football than this little Fifi ever gonna know. So she over there saying, you should say it like this. This is the new way to say it. And as long as she gonna keep doing what she doing at home, hell, I'm gonna say it.
And I know reports are saying like she was heavily involved in all the recruiting at North Carolina. So he said he get all these cats. She go, hey, you gotta go and you gotta talk to him like this, Bill.
Yeah.
Talk to him like this. Hey, when I talk about NIL, these young cats, they're going Hellcats. You gotta talk about the Hellcat. And
they don't give a damn about no Dodge Ram, Bill. They want the Hellcat.
I guess I can say that, Jordan. Now, yeah, Bill said just like that. Well, you want to go to North Carolina and make sure you equip you with a Hellcat.
Hey, what Carl's talking about right here? This the real reason why she banned from the. This the real reason why she banned from the facility. Yeah, this the real reason she banned from the facility right here. Yeah, them eyes wandering there. Shit, look at your age. Motherfucker got muscles still.
Looking like a great god.
Yeah. Muscles is still. You can't be coming up here. You hold up in here like this? No, I'll see you when I get home.
Yeah.
That shit you do, that's for me. That shit you do, that's for me. So no, you can't come up here to the facility. Plot twist, what if Bill is using her for recruits? And that, hey, might be.
Could be.
But no, that's what I'm saying. They say, oh, she just spent all this money in investment properties. Ooh, man, he hypnotized, bruh. He hypnotized. Y'all call it red flag. See, I call that shit hypnotized. That ain't no red flag. He doing what he want to do. He trading liver spots for skin. No, for real. He under hypnotization right now, man.
Yeah.
That's all this is. She ain't holding him hostage. What could man Bill and coached all these years, all these championships and shit? What could if she came out today and said Bill did whatever, wouldn't nobody believe it?
Nah,
He's 73. What could he possibly do? You could have just ran. You know, like, come on. I just can't go for that. I just feel like
that to my son, shit, you can't come back to the facility. Some cats who look a little bit better than me and got just as much money as I got.
hey, and then cause you talking to him. That's what I'm saying. It's the facility shit. The facility shit ain't got shit to do with none of this shit we talking about. That shit's some whole other shit. I can guarantee you that.
What was old buddy name from the Lakers? No, the Clippers.
Sterling.
It's Arthur Sterling.
Donald Sterling or something like that.
Yeah, she get that camera rolling. Just using her talking to you. You gave him a hug in front of me.
Stay your ass at home. Don't come back up here no more.
You hug Magic. You know about Magic? Hope he took a shower after. Like, God, dog, boy.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's just like the Shannon Sharp shit. Because you can look at, no offense to old girl, whoever, you know, Shannon Sharp had his dealing with, but you can look at her and tell you're not the top of the line for Shannon Sharp. You know what I'm saying? Especially we know he willing to pay to play. He said this her team, Cougar origin story, like Blue Mountain State. Hey, nah, for real. But Shannon Sharp, we know he paying to play, so we know you're not the top of the line.
Yeah.
You're not the top of the line. So what's making him come out 25 a cheek for you? Because them cheeks ain't worth 25. We seen 25 cheeks. You know what I'm saying? We didn't see 25K cheeks. We know what this BBL city out here. So we know what 25K a cheek will get you. Hell, before I give you 25K a cheek, I'll just set you up with the doctor's appointment and have you have what I want. If I gotta pay that much.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're not the top of the line, but it's something about it's the way she talked to Shannon. He liked that shit. He can say what he want to say now because he's in trouble and all that shit. But you, Shannon, you like to be talked to like that. So and when none of them 55s and 40s and 30 somethings were doing that shit. You ran up on little young buck. And she got the, yeah, I want it like this. Give me that, give me this, give me that, give me this. You got the, ooh, shit. I ain't never had it like this before. 25 a T.
Trying to see what that feels like, son.
I did that, like, So it's the same thing over here. Building guy with this little teeny bopper. She doing shit that the women that his dealings with women in these past years, they ain't doing that type of shit. They don't talk to me like that. She might be yelling and cussing. He liking that shit. I've been yelling and cussing motherfuckers for years. I ain't never had nobody give it back to me. Oh, you don't listen. I tell you not to talk to my players. You coming up to the facility and say, I like that shit. I keep doing it. Bam, yeah, we got rules around here. And that's how they get along. That's how they talk to each other. Not somebody like, oh yeah, we got a recording of her yelling at him. Look back, show his face.
Yeah, show the video.
Show his face while she yelling at him. Bet you he over there smiling. You know, that little stupid smile he used to have on the sideline when they throw picks and shit. Yeah. Hey, he definitely coached her to talk like that. That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all gotta stop giving. I think we give too much credit to the human sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like this little 24-year-old got this elaborate plan, and she's gonna take down the great Bill Belichick. Or like this little teeny bopper has some elaborate plan where she's gonna take down Shannon Sharp and everything he just built. They don't have these little elaborate plans. These cats is allowing them to do these things.
Oh yeah, I do agree with that.
Do it get out of hand sometimes? Yeah, like if she got $23 million in investment properties, that might be a little bit out of hand. You know what I'm saying? That shit might be a little bit out of hand.
Like to us, that sounds like that could be like 3 properties.
It could be, but it could not be. You know, that could be out of hand. But at the same time, he liking that shit. When I buy her an investment property, when I come home, she got that shit on I like. When I buy her another property, she give me that Twister Wizard 9000 before I go to sleep.
That Cleveland Steamer.
Yeah. So now I'll do whatever she asks for. That's what's gonna be the treatment when I get to the crib. The fact Shannon didn't have any issues till he didn't make her sign an NDA just goes to show you.
Yeah, but that NDA shit don't matter though. It really don't. It don't stop. Like,
man, look, man, Shannon liked that shit. Man, this boy Shannon from middle of nowhere, Georgia, where when he was growing up, it wasn't even allowed to touch a woman that color. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, give it to me raw. Talk to me how they talk to me back in Willacoochee, Georgia. Call me boy. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Shannon like that shit. It ain't my cup of tea. But
no,
hey,
man, different strokes for different folks.
Different strokes for different folks. But when they come out in the media, it wasn't for nobody else's eyes. So it seemed like that. She cussing Bill Belichick out and shit. That ain't for nobody else's eyes or ear. That's how they get out. Bill must like the shit.
Yeah, I mean it's the thing. Yeah, he must like it because he keep her around.
Because that's what everything I see keeps saying somebody else worried about Bill. I ain't seen Bill come out and say, yeah.
Right. But to be the devil's advocate, you know, you can. Some people will look at the situation and says he's in an abusive relationship, and when you're in an abusive relationship, sometimes you don't say or do things because you don't want to feel. Let's like, how can I let someone? How did I let myself get in this situation? So you kind of embarrassed, so you don't want to speak out.
Not when you got enough money to make anything shut up. That shit, that's like normal people's situation. You know what I'm saying? Or if it was her stuck in there with Bill, now that might be a little different.
Hey, man, sometimes it can go both ways.
Man, hell no. I'll give you half to get away from me the type of time Bill on.
Well, some people
I'll
don't
give you half of everything to get the hell on there.
Money, it's a control thing. When you allow somebody to have control over you,
bro.
Like,
So this is what I'm saying right here. This is what I'm saying. Let's just say she's having control over Bill right now. She got control over Bill, and he's in an abusive relationship. And he can't get out. He's stuck in that hole right now. Boy, when you playing with Bill Belichick been doing this shit for a long time, making a whole bunch of money. Hey, I done bought you all these properties and all that shit. Hey, you can have it. Go ahead and do your thing. And you on payroll at North Carolina now, by the way. Bye. It's over. It's too many outlets when you the one making the million.
yeah.
Now, if it was her on the other hand, I just said, let me shut up and take this ass whooping because that money train gonna stop if you know what I'm saying? Y'all think these women could be plants for reasons we can't fathom?
Potentially.
That's always out there, especially when you get to playing with the men. Jesse says, my advice these days. Hold on, my advice to men these days is take all the measures to protect to protect yourself. Text receipts, NDAs, and a video statement saying you both are consenting parties. And even none of that shit gonna help once they get in that court.
Sure don't.
But no, my whole thing is, if you gonna pay to play, If you gonna pay to play, pay to play. Y'all ain't paying to play for real. Y'all paying to stay.
Yeah.
That shit don't that ain't gonna never work out.
You really got to treat it like a transaction.
That's what I'm saying. If you gonna pay to play, you gotta pay to play. Hey, we linking up. I'm dropping you all 25 racks. I'm gonna do you for the bag, and then boom.
I'm gone.
I hit you up the next time I'm ready to do this. Not I'm gonna text you and conversate with you and call you on the phone and shit until the next time.
Nah.
Because at that point, why am I paying you again?
Yep.
Now we talking and texting and shit. So now why am I paying you again?
And look, we in a relationship.
That's where the shit get twisted.
Got me twisted on.
That's where the shit gets twisted. So hey, anybody who out here with that money in their pocket, and they trying to pay to play, just pay to play. Don't do all that extra shit with it. And then you won't be in these situations. But y'all hanging out. You can't pay to play and hang out.
Nope.
That shit ain't gonna never end well. That shit ain't gonna never end well, man. But yeah, man, shout out to Bill. You got your one on the hook, man. I hope she ain't dragging you down dragging you down with the boat. But hey, you looking real. You looking shaky right now, Bill. You looking shaky. We used to you standing on solid ground.
Right? You looking real unfamiliar right now, Bill.
You looking real. Hey, real quick before we get up out of here, bro. We gotta hit on this. I said something a little bit about it earlier, man. This Diddy trial is in full effect.
Boy, hey.
That's coming out in this trial, man. Diddy, boy. You still ain't did shit bad in my eyes because you ain't messing with no youngins. But boy, you a nasty SOB. Boy, you a nasty SOB.
Bro, here's the thing. Just listen to people, go through the court transcripts and all the shit. A lot of people do a lot of wild shit behind closed doors. I think you on wax saying it, money amplifies shit. So if you broke and you like to do live a certain type of lifestyle, when you get money, that shit just go up. So I mean, man, some of that shit is just questionable, man. It's like, bro, here's my thing. Like, I always, whenever I hear stories like this, I try to put myself in the situation where, like, how would I react if someone asked me this shit? And I don't think there's a amount of money to allow some of that shit to happen to me.
That shit was straight pleasure. That shit was straight pleasure. That's why it ain't about the money at that point. Let me tell you something right here, man. We always say this right here. I always say this. The shit that people into at their own house will blow anybody's mind.
Yeah.
Diddy on a whole other level because there's some expensive ass doors that he doing that shit behind. All right, so that's on a whole nother level. But the shit that people do on a day-to-day basis, even like the way some people prepare their food and shit, that's why people always say don't eat shit from everybody's houses and shit.
Yep.
Some people got their cats and shit up there licking the shit, testing the food out and shit. The shit people will do with their own cribbo will blow your mind. So now let's add in, you went to some wild shit behind doors, and now you ain't got no job. Like, you don't have a job, but you actually, because what saves most motherfuckers, we all nasty and evil in real life. What saves people is that 9 to 5. You got to get your ass up and go be normal for 8 hours or 12 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your shift is. That's what saves most people. There's a lot of time in your life that you have to wake up, go out in public, and be a normal acting citizen. It's rules and shit. I was surprised to hear Cassie say that originally she enjoyed the freak offs and the voyeur stuff because it made Diddy happy. Oh yeah, she liked it. I'm telling you. You can now Diddy, you doing that shit. Now Diddy ain't got no 9 to 5. Whole lot of idle time. Shit ton of idle time. It's really idle whenever I say it is in that field, especially once he got to the top. Nigga, this shit all idle. I go to work when I want to go to work, right? I don't think Cassie was a victim on some of it, but when he took her resources away to lead the situation, that's when she really became a victim.
No, look, when you work a job and you leave, you don't get to keep them. You don't get to keep them benefits. You don't. If you're part of a situation, all right, whatever that situation is, say you and your homeboy, y'all bank robbers, and he robbed a bank, he split it with you. You rob a bank, he split it. Once you decide, hey, bro, I don't want this life no more, I'm out. The next time you rob a bank, he don't got to split shit with you. You left the lifestyle. You don't get the benefits of it. Exactly. So if you was enjoying it because the benefits was coming in, and then you decide, hey man, I don't like this shit anymore, I'm out. All right, cool. I'm not paying you no more.
Straight like that.
It's
straight like that.
At some point in time, people have to be responsible for the decisions they make.
No, for sure.
So all it is if I say, hey Nick, if you do XYZ, I'm gonna give you $25,000. If you say, nah, bro, I don't do that, I can go to jail. We can go to jail. All right. You can't leave and say, oh man, he offered me $25,000 to go help him hit this brink truck. But you chose not to do it. So what? And he didn't give me none of that. He hit the brink truck, and I didn't get none of that money. You didn't hit the brink truck with me. Now, if I hit a brink truck, I'm gonna break you off.
Yeah, but no, he said no, he was forcing her to stay, taking away her devices and money, forcing her to stay. Yeah, he was taking away the money because you can leave if you want, but you can't gonna leave
and get paid and get the money too.
I know you're not gonna leave without this bread, basically. I know you're not gonna leave without this shit.
So but at that point, you got to make a decision. Do I want to leave as bad as I want this money? One of the two. I don't like this shit, but I do like this money. So do you like the money more than you don't like the shit?
I'm telling you, the only thing saving.
Take my phone, take the bread, I'm out. I can get another phone.
Yep. The only thing that's saving all these regular motherfuckers from being Diddy is that 9 to 5. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, he over here having the escorts come over, do their thing, and then having her come in the next room and rub the shit on him. See what I'm saying? That's the shit. That's the escalation of the nasty shit that you like right now. Everybody listening to this podcast right now, it's whatever nasty shit you like. You take away your 9 to 5 and give you a shit ton of money, times that shit by 20.
I'll amplify.
Times that shit by 20. Because you're going to start doing that shit more often. You're going to be like, man, yeah, this shit cool, but I'm kind of tired of this shit now. I wonder what's the next thing that's going to get me rocking. Oh, yeah, let's try this shit. Oh, yeah, we do this shit for a minute. All right, yeah, that shit cool and all. What's the next thing? What's the next thing? What's the next thing? What's the next thing? Then all of a sudden, you in the room somewhere getting somebody else's shit rubbed on you. But still, none of that shit even matters until somebody else hear about it.
Yep.
If you go home every day and that's what you and your wife do, the next day you go to work, nobody treat you different. Now, that shit come out. that shit come out in the public. Now, motherfucker might treat you different the next day at work. So that's what I'm saying. Some of this Diddy shit, some of the Diddy shit is just some shit that nobody else is supposed to see.
Yeah.
Or hear about. That's some shit between you and your woman. Boy, God. Oh, nephew.
She said, "I don't agree that it was right because he would. Oh, I don't agree that it was right because he wouldn't let her have her devices, car, or anything to leave, and the only way she could even have her phone back is if she returned to him. Get a new phone. Get a new phone. It it's like this. If you gonna if I was part of some shit like that, not necessarily like that, but if I was in some shit like that, and I have access to, I'm getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. At some point, you got to think, man, I need an exit plan. Like if you try to leave once, if I say I try to leave and they say, no, you got, I got your phone, I got your car. Oh shit, then that's right.
Oh no, it's not your shit. Hold on. I'm getting my shit back that I bought you. Because
No,
there's no way that it's her car, her phone, and all that shit. And she don't just leave and tell the police, hey, he got all my shit.
it's shit that I bought.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't, this situation, you can't really use like, oh, he's keeping all her stuff. Because there's no way, and that's not how this life works. I can't keep your shit. So I ain't trying to hear all the exit plan. You don't need no exit plan to none of this shit. None of that. The day you decide you want to leave, leave. If it's your car and it's your money, he can't have control over your money. Unless you done sign some shit, which then again is another decision that you made.
No, see what I'm talking about is like if if I'm getting paid, like you're giving me money. So if you're giving me bread, I'm going to take that money and put it and have it, like you said, in my account. You don't have access to that. So when it's time for me to leave, I'm leaving. If I gotta call, if I gotta hit up an Uber, if I gotta hit Pat and Ben and get to the next gas station to call somebody, I'm out.
But you gotta know he ain't just saying it ain't like no every 2 weeks come around, he go 100K or every so often, he go 100K, stash this way for yourself. No, you just live with me.
And I take care of everything.
And you got a car, you go swipe, you go, I ain't checking up on your spending. You go buy whatever bags, whatever purchase, whatever shoes, cars, whatever the hell you want to buy. You just go do that shit. Oh, you saying you want to leave? Well, give me my card, give me my keys. Oh, hey, all that shit in that closet in there, hey, gone. You leave what you came with.
Yeah, hey.
And of course, anybody gonna be like, oh well, hold up, let me rethink this shit because it's my lifestyle now. But on as far as the exit plan and shit, your exit plan is that as simple as that. Exit. Of course, you're not gonna get shit. No, you're not getting that phone back. No, you're not getting the car. No, you're not getting none of the money. But you out.
Yep.
So I don't know if she's a victim or not.
No, but see, a lot of times in those situations, people feel like they gotta leave with something. I done put all this time in. I gotta leave with something. It's like it don't work like that. You don't get a severance package.
Hey,
them words hit different. Them words hit different. They really do. In this situation.
Nah, for real though, man. So I don't know if she's really a victim as much as she's claiming to be. Because, and I know and like they don't see it this way in court, like the way I'm about to say it. They don't see it this way in court. Cassie was able to leave with something in the settlement. Yeah, she got a settlement. She got a settlement. She did get a settlement. That's what I'm saying. Like the court don't see it this way and all this type of shit or whatever. But like no one should be no one should be forced to make you be able to keep living your life, like keep living a certain lifestyle. So you know what I'm saying? A rich person, rich ass motherfucker get married, they get a divorce, they've been married for this however long or whatever. The woman goes to court and they say, hey, well, I've been living this way my whole life. This is all I know. If I'm the judge, I'm gonna say, well, you better start learning some new shit.
Exactly. See, so I can't be no judge.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, it's all you know. Well, it can't be all you know, because I see right here, you grew up in damn Willacoochee, Georgia. Concrete flows. It's saying right here. So this can't be all you know. So I can't be no judge, because you gotta, at some point you gotta, hey, look, I get it. I get it. The last 10 years, last 5 years, you've been living high on the hog. The situation didn't work out. You back in real life now.
But see, shit do gotta change. You right, because that shit allows people to live irresponsible. I'll keep as long as I can find a rich person to get next to and live with and get accustomed to a lifestyle, and then I part ways. That could be man or female. It ain't. I ain't trying to go after women or none of the shit. So it can go men or women. When you decide to leave, you can leave. That other person is not supposed to make sure that you live the lifestyle that they introduced you to. You got introduced to the lifestyle because you with me. That was a benefit of being with me. You're no longer with me, therefore you don't get that benefit. There's nowhere else in life does that shit matter. Well, not matter, but where that shit carries over to. You work for Walmart. Walmart gives you benefits. You don't then leave Walmart and say, "Well, hell, I'm used to having life insurance. I'm used to getting this amount of money, so Walmart got to keep paying me this shit." But I'm leaving. No, then you may need to stay at Walmart.
Exactly. That shit just. I'm 50-50 with Cassie as a victim. Chelsea says I'm 50-50 with Cassie as a victim. On parts of it, I see, but parts of it I don't, especially at the beginning of the relationship. Man, I just, it's hard. It's hard to talk about like who's a victim and who's not. I don't know that she's a victim. I feel like in this, when I read it and shit, it's a lot of it is like you just didn't want to give it up, and I get it. I'm not mad. I'm not mad or upset or whatever that you didn't want to give it up. Who would? You know what I'm saying? But hey, you keep playing with the devil, he gonna follow your ass home.
Yep.
And that's where we at with it. That's where we at with it on Cassie, man.
Hey, let me tell you, so let's say everything ain't glitter ain't gold.
Shit, no.
You don't see what come along with that shit. It's like the monkey's paw. You know about the monkey's paw, don't you?
No, what's that?
All right, monkey's paw, bro. It's an old like fable, but it's like an old monkey hand. And so if you get a hold of the monkey paw, you can make a wish, and that wish will come true. But some shit always come with that. You always come with that wish. So like the old lady, she got it. Her and her husband got a hold of it, and they asked for, I want me and my husband to be financially taken care of for the rest of our life. Boom, the hand, the finger always go down. So that means how many witches you got left. Boom, you go down. All right, so the thumb go down. She falls off a ladder, breaks her neck. The husband gets $1 million life insurance policy. He's set for the rest of his life, but you dead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I would know. Oh, my kid is sick. Oh, I wish that my kid is better. No, they need a transplant. I wish my kid get a transplant. He need a new heart. Well, the only person whose heart matches is yours. So here your kid live, but you dead. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times you might get presented a lot of shit. Man, I get a new car. Man, I get access to all this money, fame, fortune. I get to chill. But shit. Hey, that reminded me of a story. I gotta tell this story.
Hey, hold on. We got some comments right here. OG1 said, well, it's clear that she was a victim getting dragged and hit down that hotel hallway.
That's different.
No, listen, hold up before we say that's different. Hold up before we say that's different. Is she a victim of that crime? Of, you know what I'm saying? That in that exact moment when he's dragging her or whatever, knocking her upside her head,
That's
is she a
assault.
victim? Yes. But I'm saying, is she a victim in this overall relationship? Because you trying to run away from him at the hotel. Why are you at the hotel? You see what I'm saying? He booty ball naked, so he must have just got done yamming. So you don't see what I'm saying? You picking and choosing when you trying to get out the situation, but you steadily going in the situation. How much am I a victim if I know your dog bite? He in the backyard, you got to be wearing dog signs up and all that shit. And I jump over into your back fence. And your dog get on my ass. Am I a victim?
In a court, as you are.
I said this earlier. The court ain't gonna see it like this. But I'm just saying, in real life situations, am I truly a victim? Yes, I'm a victim of a dog attack, but am I a victim in this whole situation?
Oh no.
Because I jumped in the backyard with the dog to bite.
No, I know. I think they saying like is she a like if
They
that
saying
if that
saying she don't know if she a victim in the whole situation or not. She 50-50. OG1 saying she was clearly a victim getting beat in the hallway.
well yeah, and that moment, yes, she's a victim of assault.
That's what I'm saying. She's a victim of that crime, but in this whole grand scheme of thing.
Which is why I'm like, that's when you okay, that shit happened. Now he should be going to jail for what? Assault, battery, and assault. But no, I'm not going to charge you with battery and assault because I can't get paid for battery and assault. So I just rather file a civil suit suing you to get money. I don't want to see you in jail. I just want to get paid from it. She's still a victim of assault. So why not call? Hey, I just got assaulted. You're going to jail. She's the victim of assault.
That's what I'm saying. She's a victim of that crime right there. But in this whole situation, is she a victim that's just trapped along in this shit for the ride? I can't get down with that. I can't get down with that.
No.
He's too big of a public eye to hold somebody hostage. If you say that shit one time in public, it's OV. If you go to the police one time and say, "Man, Sean Puffy Combs is holding me hostage. I can't leave this situation. He got all my money tied up. He got all my cars. He got all that shit." What you think gonna happen?
He going to jail.
I know he is. And that's what I'm saying.
Here's the thing, like people not look at the charges. The charges is racketeering and human trafficking because he's for getting people to go from one place to another to do stuff. Look here, because I think there was one victim. One lady was like, "Oh yeah, I was living in Dallas. He called me and booked me a flight, and I had to fly to Miami to go see him. You didn't have to go to Miami. You could have been like, hey, I'm sorry you booked the flight, but I'm in Texas. So unless you're going to get in a car and physically come get me and take me back to Miami, I won't be coming to Miami. I'm not going to the airport. No one can make you go to the airport.
Because I don't know if you heard this song. I don't know if you heard this great Tibetan philosophy. I think they said bands will make her dance. Everybody gonna go to the airport when I was like, yeah, go ahead, fly here to the airport. Yeah, I got 50K for you. Yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, that's true. But because you can, as long as you can make something sound like something in court, you know, it'll go. If I got evidence that yeah, you paid this person to fly from here to here. In legal jargon, that fits this crime right here. They charge him with a RICO. If you know how the RICO cases even became a thing, is because I can't pinpoint you on something, so I'm gonna put you in this whole umbrella of shit to make something fit.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get you on drugs. I can't get you on human trafficking. I can't get you on, but I know you involved in a little bit of all this shit. So I'm gonna hit a RICO case on you, and now you in all this shit.
Exactly. Yeah, they got something. They definitely whatever they gonna come away with something right here. Or they wouldn't have went this far with it. I just the whole Cassie situation and the whole of the matter. I think it's just some of that extra fluff shit they do in the court just to make him seem even worse. So you can go ahead and say yeah guilty on this other shit. Um, OG1 says also what adults choose to do behind closed doors is on them and shouldn't be subject of trial or debate. The issue lies in proving consent. If there was document of consent, case doesn't get filed. Exactly, man.
The moment I say, hey, if you come to my crib, I'm gonna give you 50K and we're gonna do XYZ. If you come and we do XYZ and then I give you 50K, I I think that was a consent right there. If I promise something, you did it and you got it, I don't see where the problem lies at because we both made the choice to do what we did. I made the choice to invite you into over for 50K, and you made the choice to come and did what we did, and you received the 50K. So I don't see where the trouble lies, other than it's illegal. That would be called prostitution. Now we both in trouble.
Mm-hmm. It's just yeah. I hate it for the girl. I hate it for the girl that you now because now everything you did too is now gonna be you know
Out there,
put
yeah.
out there, but it is what it is, man. But hey, you know what time it is, man. My favorite part of the show. I gotta have my mental health check, dog. I gotta know how you been doing. 1 through 10. Personally, what's going on with you, man? Physically, you taking care of yourself. Business wise, what you got coming up next?
All right, man. Personally, man, I'm living good, man. Had a great Mother's Day weekend. Just kicking it with the fam and everything. So it's good to see everybody and everybody in one spot hanging out. Um, so personally, man, I'm sitting at about a 8 right now. Physically, I've gotten over the what you call it, the cravings, the withdrawals from the sugar and the carbs. Because let me tell you, it was something fierce. But I'm talking about driving by a donut shop and like, man, I just want just one, just want to do. And actually, I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna lie. I did being. I was like, I did break. Slid through, got me a cake donut,
You
and bro,
broke for a cake donut.
hold on, listen, bro. Let me tell you, the minute I bit into it, without being on carbs on that shit for so long, one, it was super sweet. It tasted gritty, and I felt that joker going all the way down. And when I tell you, I got home and sat on the couch and just like crashed. I'm talking about just woke up feeling all droggy and shit. So I immediately chat GPT. I, I broke my diet, man. What I gotta do? And it was like, hey, you human. He said, unlike me, you're human. I can tell you how to fix this. And it was like up the protein, up the fats, flush it. You need to drink a gallon of water today. And I did that shit, and I promise I won't go back. While I'm on this diet, I will not go back to no carbs, no sugar, no nothing. Because the way that little 20 seconds, I scarfed that bitch down, boy. The 20 seconds of pleasure was of sweet pleasure was not worth the next 6 hours of just body feeling like shit, man. Like literally felt like it just bogged my whole body down. So, you know, won't be going back to sugar. But I got over finally got over the cravings and all that. And then boom, ear infection. So my ear all like can't hear off this side of my head. But I went to the doctor like 2 a.m. I woke up, was like, shit, this shit ain't it. So she hopped in the car, went to the ER, was like, hey, this was going on. It was like, all right, boom, boom, got me in and out. So taking my meds and chilling. So physically, I'm feeling about a 6 right now because my side of my head, although I can't hear, it shit is pounding. Like I had to turn the left side down because just a little bit I was hearing, it was just like rattling my ear. I could just hear it just rattling. I could hear the water in my ear just going back and forth. So that shit is a no go. So I'm about a 6 physically. Um, but business wise, man, everything is up. Got the bow draft hit like 16K on YouTube, which is a career high for YouTube. I finally decided that I wasn't going to put the audio version out, but I was like, you know what, screw it. I had 2 shows cancel on me uh last week, so I didn't have a show. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put the audio version out. If people listen to it, they will. It seemed like with 16,000, it seemed like people have already watched it. They're not gonna go back and listen to it. I put it out on the 10th. I checked today, and it's already like 600 downloads on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and then I won't know how much it is on Carbon TV until uh end of the month. But if it's normally my numbers like are quadrupled on Carbon TV than in whatever it is on Spotify, Apple. So if it's 300 on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, it's probably gonna be like 25, 30,000 on Carbon TV. So that's been great. We got 2 new T-shirt designs coming out next week. I can't wait to launch them. One of them is inspired by, Nick himself. So I can't wait to get that Joker out. It's probably one of the best shirts. I think it's going to be one of the best shirts that the Team Dread Archer has ever launched. Um, got a whole different marketing plan that I'm going to do for this particular design. So I can't wait to get that out. And then I got a lot of shows lined up this week. Well, actually, from now to the end of from Friday to the end of the month. So it's just been busy, busy, busy. So business wise, man, it's a 10 for sure.
Gotta love that, man. Gotta love that. For myself, man, personally, definitely can't complain at all. Just grinding it out, man, one day at a time. Um, Nora just had a birthday yesterday, 4 years old, which is crazy.
Praise God
So
on it.
I'm telling you, but everybody happy and healthy, man. So we can't complain at all. Got to give myself an 8, 9 in the personal scale right now. Physically, going through some little hip shit again right now. Um, it ain't slowing nothing down, just nagging little pain or whatever. Some little restless at night sometimes, but other than that, right now, everything's everything. Gotta give myself a 7. I say in the physical department, feeling good. Today, first day over 90 degrees down here, so this is my time to shine. I love this type of time of the year. Um, and business wise, definitely can't complain, man. Photos on photos on photos. Um, Getting those out expeditiously, you know what I'm saying? If you booked, you've already done the session, those photos are on the way, like I always say. If you've gotten photos in the last couple of weeks, um, share, let everybody know who's taking these photos for you. That type of stuff, man. But everything's everything. Got a wedding coming up at the end of this month on the 31st. Getting geared up for that, making sure everything is everything for that. Make sure you can capture that perfect day for somebody. One of the best things in photography. So just gearing up for that, man. Like you said, the shirt's coming out. I can't wait for both the designs to hit. Or I can't wait for all 3 of the designs to hit. But definitely, uh, that last one you just talked about, man, that's gonna be sick. I can't wait for the people to get a hold of that one, and just see what kind of numbers I can run up. But man, right now, businesses, man, I gotta say 9, 8, 9, maybe even a 10 right now.
Oh, really?
You got any last words for the people before we get out of here?
Yeah, I got another story. So check this out. Old timer told me this story. Said he liked to drink a little bit, so he said he got drunk one night, fell asleep on the couch. He said, "Man, I woke up in hell." He said, "I looked up, the devil standing over me." He said, "Edward Lee." He said, "You like to drink?" He said, "Yeah, you know I like to drink." He said, "Cool. We do that on Mondays." He said, "Hell yeah." He said, "You like to party, like to get down?" He said, "Hell yeah, I like to party and get down." He said, "Cool. We do that on Tuesday." He said, "You like to smoke a little bit, like hit little drugs?" Yeah, I said, "Yeah, from time to time." He said, "Cool. We do that on Wednesdays." He said, like to get little freaky, you know what I'm saying? Little freaky freak." Edward said, "No, I don't too much get involved in that." He said, "We gonna catch hell come Thursday. Here's what we do down here." he said, "Thought hell was pretty cool till we got to Thursday."
God, no.
It fits this story. It fits this some of the topic we talked about today, man. Everything is what it always seems. There's always a hit.
Yeah, no, boy. Yeah,
Man, I wish we had a Patreon so you get the real version on Patreon.
yeah, because I know that shit right there. Hey, that. Hey, man, y'all know what I gotta say, man. It's heating up out here, so y'all know what time it is, man. When it starts getting hot, craziness just flows out of people, man. Um, hold them babies a little tighter, hug your loved ones a little closer, man. You never know when it's gonna be that last day, man. You shouldn't see that same person on aisle 3, 5, and 7, and then out again in the parking lot, man. Everything is not a coincidence, all right? Keep yours on you, because I for dang sure gonna keep mine on me. All right. And with all that being said, this is season 7, episode 17 of the Reed Talking Listen podcast. I'm your host, Nick Reed, along with my brother and co-host Trey Reed. No killer cam tonight. We are out.